I'm going to show you my balls. Here, my balls.
Well, next time people like to my nuts.
Jesus Christ, 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 Jesus Christ.
Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Hey there? Hey there? Hey there? Hey there? Hey there?
Hello, everybody.
You're a movie fan, a movie fan, a movie fan, a movie fan.
What are you laughing at already?
I like his screaming is good.
Good morning, everybody. I thought that's just part of the deal. It's Tim Heidecker calling in, being here. I'm calling in from my mind. And it is, well, look, let's be honest. It's March 14th. Let's not fuck around. Let's not beat around the bush. It's 10:02 in the morning. It's 10:03 now in Glendale. Very windy. I often do the weather report right off the bat because I think it paints a picture of where we're coming from. Even though we are indoors, as you can tell, you can look out the window behind us. Beautiful view of Glendale. And one of my friends back here pointed out that if this were to be the case, if this were an accurate window with us looking at it, we would in fact not be in Glendale, but looking at Glendale from high atop a skyscraper of some kind. Is that correct?
I looked it up. I checked our facts. It is from the cemetery.
Okay, so it might technically still be in Glendale.
Yes,
okay,
from
great.
Forest Lawn.
All right,
Forest
well, we
Lawn
are.
Cemetery.
And you know who lives in Forest Lawn, everybody?
Well, who doesn't live in
Quite the opposite.
But Larry Fine resides there.
Yes, his remains.
So maybe it's from his tomb. That we're
I don't think it would be.
watching over.
So you think it might be from his tomb?
It might fall, something like that.
Underground.
Yeah.
Not a great vantage
Not a
point
great
from the
view,
tomb.
No.
Nice.
Well, you hear another voice in the room. It is the one and only, the great one, the great one,
The great one.
Rory Scovel.
Wayne Gretzky.
He's
here today.
You kind of look like. Well, I was thinking about this, and by the way, let me welcome the Trinity too, because Doug is here, DJ Douggpound.
I would like to say good morning.
And Vic the Virgin, Vic Berger is here.
Hey, it's Thursday, everybody. I had it really filled, and there's a nice big bubble on top, and it went away. What's sip, everybody?
Please sip that. Ew, I hate that sound. I have a friend who slurps.
Yeah,
I have a friend who slurps, and it drives me batty. It drives me
You
nuts.
got all kinds of those ear issues, like you hear those. Like,
Yeah, I'm very
noises.
sensitive to sound. But no, Rory Scovel is here, and what I was thinking, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Regular sip.
Regular sip.
Now, what is that cup? Where'd that come from?
This is from the Greenville Country Club in Greenville, South Carolina.
All right.
Could you take a sip real quick?
I stole it.
You brought it with you. You brought a plastic cup with you. What kind of operation do you think we must run over here?
Well, here's the thing. This was getting thrown away. Multiple cups were getting
Copies?
thrown away at a event I was at, and I just collected them all. And people were like, "What are you doing with the
Can I feel
trash?"
it?
And I was like, "These are real cups. This isn't
Right.
just use it once and throw it away."
Well, yeah.
That's a legit cup.
It's got a little give to it.
So I've just kept it. I've got about 20 of
You
them.
imagine the microplastics in that?
That's what well, you got to get on board now.
Yeah.
It's the same with AI. You can't fight it. Just get plastics in you.
I have
work with robots.
I have a note for. I had an AI fail this morning.
Oh.
Hashtag AI fail.
This is breaking news. This is a first.
Well, sometimes I do dip in and I use it for what I would think, be like, oh, this could actually be a nice practical purpose for this. Okay? So this is going to be very mundane, but I really want to walk you through what I did and why it failed me and how it failed me. I was copying a large chunk of text from a website, and when you copy and paste it, it transfers in like the form of all that text. So the hyperlink and it's like becomes like a table.
Yeah.
I know that problem.
You know this problem. Everyone watching, this is a very tech-savvy crowd. They all know this problem.
Yep.
You doing tech sounds?
Yeah. I was doing photocopier sound.
That's what AI sounds like that we can't hear inside the machine.
So anyhow, listen, I don't want to give too much away, but I was pulling shit from IMDb, and I wanted basically a big list of names. Wow. But I didn't want it as this long list. I just wanted it kind of like written out, the name, comma, the name, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, great. And let's say the movie was Godfather, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what the movie is. I don't. It's such a non-spoiler thing to be talking about. But so I wrote into ChatGPT. I said, make me a list of all the actors of the entire cast of the Godfather.
Yeah.
Right. And they couldn't do it.
AI couldn't do it.
Yeah, I said. Then I wrote back. I said, "Do you have access to IMDb?" And they say, "We do not. I do not. I cannot access IMDb." Like, well, what are you doing?
So maybe
I'm better than you right off the bat.
Maybe we're safe. Maybe we are safe.
AI is probably like a guy. It's just a dude being like, shit.
Or that's their cover, like, oh, we can't even get into IMDb, but here are some nuclear codes.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt really disappointed and let down by the whole thing. What do you think, Vic? You think we're safe?
I think we're all right.
Although, can you show that Goodman
fan.
one?
Oh yeah,
The John Goodman
You have a
thing?
John Goodman
Seems
thing?
like lazy Skynet.
Tim, are you telling me that you
just-
are DB? Because I am Doug.
IMDb Cooper. Did anyone
This is what DB Cooper ended up doing. I podcast.
That's what he did. He started IMDb.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he did with all that cash. I got
100 grand. Or
I was about to say, how far do you think that cash takes you? And I've disappeared with $50.
I got sucked into that DB Cooper documentary on Netflix, which I should have known was a scam. These things are scams. These 6-part series things. I'm
I
like,
know.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You get this. Let's get the editors back into the room and work this out.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can lose. Let's trim the fat.
Decibel Cooper.
DB, yes, that's correct, Doug. Well, no, I was thinking about you is, first of all, you got a stand-up special on what's MAX?
MAX. It used to be what we
Max.
all so lovingly called HBO. We're like,
Yes.
HBO.
Of course.
But now it's Max. And
Oh,
so,
thank
yeah.
God for him.
And just Max.
And
which
Conan O'Brien is your producer?
Conan O'Brien did it. And I assume is Max Cinemax and it became HBO Max when they merged and then they were like, let's just go with Max.
Yeah.
I don't know if people at Max are fully aware of an answer to this question.
It's a little depressing to go there because I'm not really like a TLC, HDTV reality
Right, yeah.
kind of guy. And God bless everybody who is. God bless them, Doug.
Hello, Max.
God bless half of them.
But it's depressing to go on that, like when you go to the main interface and it's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And you're looking for your Sopranos and stuff, and it feels like it's like it's like on the same level as the Sopranos.
Yeah. I did notice.
Just as good. Viewers also liked this.
Pop My Pimple person and the Sopranos, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Same amount of quality and integrity
Yeah.
and genius involved. But no, that's exciting. But what I was thinking about is we do a photo shoot. It's the beautiful blonde boys of comedy. It's
Yeah.
me, it's you, it's John Early,
Yeah.
Doug.
and Doug.
I'm not there.
Yeah, he is.
I like this.
And who else?
Doug.
Huh? If that's it, that's it.
Is this a calendar? No, are we thinking this is a
I
calendar?
think it starts as a photo shoot, and then we shop it.
And we see,
Maybe
can
Joe
we
Cara.
finally take on firemen? Is that what this is about?
Yeah, the beautiful blonde, and somebody should go
Blonde
online.
boys.
And my audience is very talented with the Photoshop and everything, so I think the audience
savvy,
can
yeah.
get ahead of us on this.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
Maybe use AI, I don't know. But the beautiful blonde boys of comedy featuring Rory Scovel, Tim Heidecker, John Early, and more.
Yeah.
Because are you from Tennessee?
I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Same, I mean,
It's
what are we?
here.
New Jersey, Connecticut.
And then the rest of the country.
But I feel there's a little John Early in you, especially when you get into that Southern guy.
Oh, yeah. It comes out. There's a southernness that just never
It's
escapes
a fun
you.
way to, I mean, I talk that way sometimes. I'm not even from there because it's soothing.
It's maybe my favorite.
Yes.
I think I strangely know who that guy is as a fictional person than I know even
Yes.
myself.
And I was doing it on tour last summer. Remember, Vic, when me, Ellie, and Josh, that's the only way we could communicate?
Right.
My bass player and drummer, we would just be like,
Everybody
well, I
talks
just
like
don't
that.
know what we're going to do tonight. I think we're just going to get something to eat. I just love it.
It feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Truman Capote or
It
something.
feels like this is the character.
Yeah.
This is the lie. This is the lie
Yeah,
we've
when I'm
told the
truly
world.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of it all.
Yeah.
Tired of pretending I'm not this guy. And I know I don't sound right.
Next time,
but
Next time
it
you hit the
feel-
road, you
it's
got to
all
get
about
the
how
fan.
I feel.
Yeah. Oh God.
What was it? What was the thing I was doing about numbers? What's my favorite number? 6. I love 6. Let's see. 7. I love 7.
It's something so great about someone overthinking their favorite numbers.
People think I'm being like I'm making fun of people, but no, it feels so. And Zach does
it feels great.
Zach
Yeah.
Galifianakis does it very well. He does
Yeah.
when he does his brother.
I think there's something because when you meet that real person who that is their real self,
Right.
you are they're infinitely fascinating.
Yes.
Because you can't predict. You can't put them into the usual genre of a personality type that you're
Yeah.
meeting. And you're like, this is a curveball.
Yeah.
And it's always entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Trump, and you're just like, whoa. I think he's really smart. Then you'd be like, I didn't know Andrew Lloyd Webber did the musical School of Rock.
That of all the shows, that is my favorite of all the shows. School of Rock.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? Do you know the? My daughter wanted me to find School of. She likes the movie School of Rock,
Yeah.
which I do too. I think that's a classic. So we were on the drive
That's the
home yesterday.
geology one?
Well, I might as well
Why,
murder
yeah,
you.
I'll say.
And I go, hey Siri, play the School of Rock soundtrack. But what it is? Oh look. Why you? I'm not talking to you. Don't you know when I'm telling a story about you? I'm not talking to you right. I'm talking about
You by Trey Songs.
Shut the fuck up.
Just a reminder, I cannot access IMDb.
It says About You by Trey Songs. Anyways, I said, hey, S word,
Yeah.
play the School of Rock soundtrack. And apparently Andrew Lloyd Webber did the Broadway musical for School of Rock.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no rock.
they're doing
is there rock
Jeopardy.
music in it?
But it's that.
Oh, he
it's
did.
like
He
that-
did Superstar, right?
Yeah,
He did Back to the Future. Wouldn't that kind of be the blow your mind? Back to the Future on Broadway. Like, what? Really?
Well, it's not the musical's not. We didn't like it. We were disappointed in the music.
Oh, that is a thing. Back to the Future is a.
It is on Broadway.
It is yeah,
Not
for
on
real.
Broadway.
It is.
No, I think
Come on,
it is.
really?
It is.
Let's go back to the future. That's not good. I take it back.
Is it the future?
Fake Huey Lewis.
Is that like a
yeah.
generic Huey Lewis song?
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis is like.
Let me hear that again.
Huey Lewis
It's
is like,
in
I'll
the
get
style.
you music. I'll get you the music if you want.
And this.
You don't understand. It's not that hard.
I get it for you.
Yeah.
Is this Huey Lewis?
Oh, maybe it is.
You don't want to get dinged now.
Yeah. Come on now.
Okay, it's back in time.
Potential
just-
dinging.
We should start the show. I love this thing in your special where you're like halfway through the thing. You're like, well, we should start the show.
We got to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just make an announcement. Hear ye. Hear ye. Hear ye. Hear ye. This weekend is Tim Fest. We're leaving on a plane tomorrow afternoon. We should have just chartered a jet. We've got the Very Good Band, Office Hours Live, Neil Hamburger on cinema, all going up to the Aladdin Theater. We posted, everything has been posted. Everything is
chartered a
clear.
carpet, a magic
You
carpet.
can upgrade to VIP, I believe, but I don't even know how you do that anymore. But anyway, that's all happening this weekend. Thank you to everybody that sent love and support for the On Cinema Oscar special. That was a big smash hit over the weekend. And the bundles are still available there, and if you get a bundle, you get a coin. You get a collectible coin, Rory.
Oh.
Solid gold coin, as far as I'm concerned. This is solid gold. Don't bother biting into it, because
it's chocolate.
Corn.
Chocolate is better than gold, in my opinion.
Corn.
But this is the On Cinema. What's this? What are we calling this, Matt?
Is gold the new lithium bundle, I believe?
Yeah. So we don't know. That's a good question. But these are going to be rare because there's a limited amount.
Very limited.
Very limited. You
Yeah.
ever see any Trump speech where they have that thing on the side that's selling gold and
Yeah.
gold coins? Yeah, Matt, you can put it in your eye if you want. Put it right in your head.
Oh, yeah.
So that's at highnetwork.tv/tickets. Which means, listen, I know people are often not watching this live because they're like, it's a long program, and sometimes people do want to watch the Oscars. But did you watch the Oscars?
No.
No. So
Can I just say, I feel weird. I feel weird that I didn't watch it. Frankly, because I feel like there's an element of just being aware of what's happening
in the world.
in this industry that we that we are a part of.
Yeah.
But
you feel disconnected from it.
I feel somewhat cringe in those situations because I actually feel it's like at a professional sporting event. I cringe when someone has to sing the national anthem because I'm so nervous for them to fuck it up. And the
I didn't realize you were so
that,
empathetic.
I just feel like when someone gets up there and they want to do a speech, and all I ever think is all of these people who we go, oh, you're such a great actor. You must be able to get on stage in front of all these people and say something. And that's not the case. We've done that. We could actually
I've never won an award where I've had to give a speech.
But I mean,
we've
being
done
in front of a crowd. Yeah. So I mean, if someone's like, "Oh, go up and receive an award," I would go, "Oh, I wouldn't be overwhelmed by the crowd."
Right.
No one's ever going to give me an award, but I wouldn't be overwhelmed by the crowd.
Well,
and
yeah.
so
I
when
mean, some of these people have been doing it for a while. They've probably been in that situation before. But let's say it's your first. One of your first films, and it got really big.
Yeah.
Up until that point, maybe you've only done films.
Yeah.
And you've not done theater or anything. And for the first time in your life, you're talking to millions of people.
Yeah.
And
and they're basically, you have 1 minute. Try to kind of be likable, and if you can, be funny. And it's like, that's so insane.
I know. What would your speech be? I think the only move is to downplay it.
Yeah.
And be thankful, appreciative, and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I think if you've got some names you got to throw out,
I would be
get them out.
My problem is I cannot be sincere and for in a million years.
Let's do a dry run.
It's our disease. It's our
do a dry
disease.
run.
All right, fine. You want to do it? You want to see? Honestly,
and
our
the Oscar
best...
goes to Tim Heidecker.
That laugh.
I'm already not believing it.
Must be a mistake.
I'm double checking both sides.
Yeah.
No, it's Tim. It says Tim.
What if Tucker Carlson was the host of the Oscars? The winner of Best Actor, Rory Scovel.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Kimmel, but you put Tucker Carlson. I then make an appointment. I go. I have to see this. I have to see how this goes.
So I get up, Doug, right?
Yeah.
I get up.
Let me get the music going.
I need applause. What if the place is just like
no one agrees with it? I don't agree with that as the pick.
I had this nightmare because now I play a lot of music. You know, I do have the band and everything.
Yep.
And when I first started doing it with the band, I was like, what if I played a song and at the end of the song, no applause?
Yeah.
Like nobody applauds.
Oh, that was 4 minutes.
All right, well, here's another song. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've won the Oscar let's say I won the Oscar surprisingly for, this is a little fantasy here, Bridesmaids 2.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Finally, Bridesmaids 2 comes out. I have a tremendous...
Non-speaking role.
No, this time
the
they
Oscar
write
for the best non-speaking
it's a
role.
supporting actor, supporting actor.
Yeah.
Because, who knows what they're writing in this writer's room.
Yeah.
Maybe
This
my
spinoff
kid-
is more just you and Maya
I wouldn't call it a spin-off.
on a honeymoon.
I'd call it a sequel.
Yeah. yeah.
It's an official sequel. They haven't developed like the Bridesmaids universe where there's spin-offs.
This is the start of it. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Heidecker. Well, I can't do the intro either.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner of the Oscar, Tim Heidecker.
Oh my God! Thank you guys so much. Listen, I want to thank Paul Feig and Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph, Judd Apatow, everybody at Universal Pictures, my incredible team, and my family, Marilyn, Amelia, and Charlie. The reason I do this is for you guys because I love you all, and also to my Office Hours family and my fans out there. And my wonderful audience, the Office Hours crew, patreon.com/officehourslive. And
Patreon.
and join the High Network. It's $5 a month. Thank you all. And look, Jack Nicholson, holy shit! I do an impression of you as a joke. It's a bad impression, but that's the joke. That would be awesome.
Got to play him
But
off,
here's the thing. Legitimately, I know in this context, a joke of pimping a Patreon.
Yeah.
But in that space, that I have to believe if that doesn't crush, then I truly don't have anything in common with the majority of that crowd. 'Cause
I know.
I'm like, he's pimping a Patreon? He just won the Oscar.
Yeah.
He's going to be fine.
That's really funny.
But yet he's like, the Patreon's only $5 a month. Here's what you get t-shirts. We do a mug.
Yeah.
Like,
and the audience at home would be like, this guy's like me. Like, I like this
What
guy.
else? Yeah,
What
yeah.
about? He's grinding.
it is also a prime
Oh,
opportunity.
can you imagine the
to pimp
subs?
a thing.
The subs after that?
It's yeah.
Look at Papacino.
He had a weird. He did Best Picture, right? I heard he had like.
I heard he just came out and said, all right, here we go. It's Oppenheimer.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
He didn't even
Right?
say the nominees are. He just.
But he was told to do that by the producer. That was the plan. It wasn't him going off script. That's
Oh,
what
I see.
read.
Who said that? Nicholson?
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, that sounds like
Pacino.
Pacino.
I
How
went
does he
to-
say Oppenheimer? Can we get an
at
audio
this.
of him saying Oppenheimer? Can we
There he
center
is.
him on? Can we
There he
offset?
is.
Can we tilt? Can we push him over?
I
so
think
we
it's
can
kind of
see the
good
damn
because
guy?
he's like kind of creepily spying on you.
Oh,
I'm a giant.
looks like I'm doing Best Picture. Oh, how you doing there, Vic? Oh, 96 Oscars. What is that? How old am I? Oh, how old I am? Yeah, I'm gonna wear a fucking goatee for the Oscars. We should get Weird Al to call it. Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Pacino to call it. Look, Matt, we haven't taken one goddamn call today, and I don't really care, but we should probably do that, huh?
Yeah, let's let Melissa pick her bone. We got a bone.
Her name is
picker.
Melissa Pickerbone?
Now I'm getting excited.
Hello, Melissa
Bone picker.
Pickerbone.
Nah, it's Melissa Saputo.
Oh, this fucking
I'm
guy.
calling.
What are you gonna?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, by the way, I
I
see
I have some beef.
You got some beef. All right,
I have-
pause your beef for 1 second. I just want to say, up next, I got beef. I got my own beef with our friend Chase because Chase, if you recall, I'll give you a little backstory here.
Yeah.
Chase begged us to be put on the guest list for the Jenny Lewis show at the Ryman in Tennessee, in Nashville, Tennessee. I said, Chase, you son of a bitch, you better be polite and you better not ask for anything beyond getting a ticket to the show. Cut to this morning, I see a picture of Chase with Jenny Lewis for the photo op.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to the bottom of that with Chase, but what is your beef, ma'am?
Okay, my beef is, as you know, On Cinema is a long fucking series. It's hard to get through when you're brand spanking new.
All right.
And I've committed to doing that because I am just obsessed with it and in an unhealthy way. But I can't have my normal friends doing that. So I've been creating a presentation.
Oh, I love keynotes. Is that? Oh, it's like Google
Exactly.
Slides. Okay.
No, I'm not a simple
That's
kid. I
kind of
use
creepy because
PowerPoint.
she's got two computers. Obviously, we're figuring that out, right?
Well, I'm using my phone.
Could be a
but
phone.
Yeah, that's true.
For Zoom, yeah.
These days, phones
So
are computers, in my opinion.
I've been creating.
Powerful.
That's your opinion.
All right, so go ahead.
I've been creating a timeline, and of course, it's important to have the Oscar specials, right?
Yeah.
However, this PowerPoint is over 100 slides long. I can't have 3-hour specials in my PowerPoint. So I've been chronologically going through and making compilations of the most key moments, the best moments, uploading them to YouTube.
Well, don't do that.
And they've all...
Yeah, but stop. I'll stop you right there. You're not allowed to do that, okay? You can't just take stuff and put it up for everybody. That's
okay. Hey,
the whole idea.
Listen up.
I saw this video, by the way. She made a half-hour video from the special the other night.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I will gladly upload them to the High Network if I could do that.
Well, okay,
this is rogue editing.
I know. It's listen. Stay like all due respect. Thank God that you love the show. We care about the show. We love it. But the way we make it work.
Oh man, she's
Here we
got the
go.
gloves
Oh
on.
my God.
People don't get it.
The gloves
People
are
don't-
on. They're not off.
Gloves are on. They're on.
I get it, Tim. I get it. You want the subscriptions? You know,
I don't want like time out. I don't want the subscriptions. It's the only way it works.
Yeah.
It's the only way it works because why would you sign up if you're getting it for free? Why would you pay for something that you could get for free? So it's a basic tenet of human nature.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna. You know what? I love Rory Scovel's special. I'm gonna upload it on my YouTube channel.
You know. That actually could be good for me.
Can we have somewhere to upload them then?
But wait, I'm confused. Now I'm confused because what you're saying is that we have essentially a 2-hour and 50-minute show, which went up because we cut out the breaks, and that uploaded almost instantly. Okay, it uploaded the next morning. So what you want to do is cut that down to a half hour. When I would say to you is, there's nothing I would really want to cut out of that. It's a piece of art. It's like chipping away at the bottom third of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. This is a Blade Runner situation.
Now,
here.
are there going to be clips from the show that are going to come on the High Network? Absolutely. We're probably going to clip out our favorite moments.
Yeah, Carson made sure to tell me that. I got beef with Carson. Lieutenant Carson definitely replying.
Listen, I love your spirit. I love your enthusiasm. But please respect copyright law and please respect the Constitution.
I do. Listen, I
saw it because I was curious.
Adult Swim didn't take down a single one. High Network copyright strike. 2 strikes, I can get my channel taken down if I get one more strike. So there you go.
Now. It's called.
Oh, that's right.
It's called consequences, ma'am. It is. You have to be respectful of our intellectual property. Listen. I'm a loose lefty. You know.
This put food on the table.
Oh, you don't understand. I mean,
that's totally fine.
I could tell you the cost.
I just need something for my presentation.
Okay.
And I want people to be able to easily absorb the content. I know it's a piece of art. I've watched every minute of it. Believe me.
All right. Can we make this show about Rory Scovel and not you?
Thank you. I've also made a presentation.
Yes.
I've also taken copyrighted footage.
Listen, we have a very enthusiastic fan base that likes to take stuff from the show and put it up online with like making great compilations. I don't have a real big problem with that. But at when you put in a half hour of the best moments of the show, that's almost a half of the show itself. So that
were you the one who took it down? It seems like you knew the timestamp.
I know. Yes, I saw it on YouTube and I sent it to our guy. I said, "Hey, this can't be up on YouTube. The special just aired 2 days ago."
Yeah.
Do you know how long it must have taken her to make it, though? I mean, she.
Are you defending her now?
Oh no.
All right.
No, sir.
Thank you. With peace and love, you're in trouble.
I'll take it down. Peace and love. Peace and love. I'll take it all down. But
if you want to talk,
wanted a compromise, but you're too stubborn to have a compromise. So
listen, if you want to be part of the community,
compromise with Tim Heidecker.
If you want to engage online with the show in a respectful way that helps grow the audience and explain the show and all that stuff, let's talk offline, okay? Not me personally, but our team will be in touch.
There you go. That's an olive branch of sorts.
Thank you very much. We're at end of conversation, but peace and love, and we're going to make sure you don't lose your precious YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, how would you rate that call?
Do you get that a lot? Do you get?
And ma'am, what if I did this? Ma'am, at the conclusion of our call, if you could rate this experience from 1 to 5.
That was there's double
please.
thumbs.
Now
Double
people
thumbs.
get all uptight about this and say, "Why were you so mean?" And I'm like, "Look at her; she's having a blast."
How
Yeah,
dare you?
yeah, she loves it.
That's
I thought that was a
impressive.
great call. That was a great. I mean, what do I?
Roy said, "He's like, what is on cinema?"
This is my first time on the show. This is my first time experiencing a call. I have nothing to gauge it on. This is it. This is all I've got.
Yeah.
So I got to say,
Are we
10 out
doing
of
a
10.
first time, last time for you, or you think
That was my first and last call that I'll ever take on this show.
All right. Oh man.
Next question.
By the way, last week. Oh, you want to talk to this fucking Chase? This is
You want
like.
to do that? You want
City of the Day.
City of the Day palate cleanser?
I think we should let Chase stew for a little bit.
Let Chase. He's hanging around.
He's like in the vice principal's waiting room, waiting for me to finish up my work.
We have a Rory head waiting in the wings as well.
Oh, let's take a Rory
Talk to
head.
a Rory head.
Oh, this is already my favorite call.
Yeah.
What is this? His daughter?
Kobe.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Does that
How
look
are
like
y'all?
a typical Rory head?
Yeah.
This is pretty I do comedy, and y'all are my idols. This is great.
Oh, love it. I love every element so far.
And I started doing stand-up in Greenville, South Carolina. So
Come on.
I live
Greenville
in Rock
Country
Hill.
Club, folks.
There it is.
I saw you, Rory, in Greenville, the last stop of your tour, and you fucking crushed. You were amazing.
Oh, just me?
I was having a thought because I look at that Greenville Country Club, 1895. So about 20 years after that old Civil War. And we're like, I think we're clear to do a country club now.
You can imagine the vibe. You can imagine what the vibe was like. I think we're clear to do a country club.
It's still like shells. There's still like big like holes.
I think we're okay to create an institution of separation once again.
This time we're calling it a country club.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a club. It's fun.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Well,
Do you live in Greenville?
I used to live in Greenville. I live in Rock Hill right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I had a friend, everyone in Greenville reveres you that does comedy.
Really? Local ledge.
Yes, absolutely. And my first experience when people would talk about you, I went on YouTube and you were on Conan so many times and all those sets. So good.
It's a little much. I went on they actually made me stop showing up.
Yeah. Well, it's not the kind of thing where you show up.
Well, that's what I would do. And I would go, is there any room tonight?
You just show up and they let you on?
I thought it was a sign up like all comedy shows.
Do you mind if I do a quick 5?
Can I do 5? I got a new thing. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Conan felt bad for me.
This is not how we do things.
Yeah.
You're like, got to ask out before just showing up and bumping people.
I also like your kind of dismissiveness of comedy specials in the special. Where you're like, I mean, this is. I'm looking at my notes. This is not whatever reverence this people had for this.
We're all going to be doing them. We all can do one.
Everyone gets a special.
Yeah.
So, do you have a question, my friend?
Yes, I do. I was wondering what it was like, like having a professional relationship with Conan, having him produce your special. I loved Conan. And yeah, I was just curious about that relationship a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not great.
We're on the outs right now. I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he knows he produced my special.
Well, he just sells
He just
that
slapped
name.
his name on it.
And honestly,
you can license that name like Trump Hotels.
Well, here's the thing. Also, I just used his name.
Oh.
So I literally mean he doesn't know he's a part of this.
That's
I
how
just
you really
said,
get into like. No one's gonna see it anyway. How are they even gonna know?
Who's gonna notice? No one cares about opening credits. Who's reading those? You know what I mean? You're coming back in.
Slip in like 3 minutes of The Godfather into the special.
We already hit play. You're like, let me get my drink. I'm coming. So you missed all that at the top.
No, let's be real. Come on.
All right, let's be real people. I got to do his late night show, and he was super nice and let me come back to do the show. And then he let me do some shows on the road with him, and he's just been supportive. And I will say, when you don't really know what you're doing and you just go up and tell jokes and you do comedy, it does take a little bit of support from people who are more established to go, let me help pass your name around. Let me help put you in the spotlight or on camera to see, if you can do it. And so Conan was early on one of those people for me. So
I don't think
a
he
big
likes
boost
me very
for me.
much.
Does he not?
I don't know if he does.
Have you had
like
many
me.
interactions?
We did his show once.
Okay.
Eric and I came out and did this very silly bit about coming back from Sundance, and we were all in our ski gear still, and we're sunburned and everything, windburn. And then I did this move that I think was a mistake, but I was like, I'm sorry to do this, but I have to use the bathroom. And I got up and left, which I'd never really seen on TV before.
I actually really like that. Yeah,
But
I've never seen that.
I don't know if it really worked, but then I don't know. I don't know that he doesn't like me. I know Andy Richter pretty well. We get along very well. But I've never had I've met him a couple times through other people.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of just like, you would love what I do, and we would have so many cross interests with the Beatles and music and history,
100%.
so many things that I think we would have in common. But he's he's noticeably absent from being interested in me.
We got to get
Which I would
get
be
you
like,
on his pod.
well, it's not on me to reach. You would but if that's fine. I'm not obviously I'm not angry about it.
He talks all the time about it. He loves sharpening too.
It does seem
He
like
loves
you.
sharpening, by the way.
Yeah. So
He's trying to make you feel.
It does seem like you are harboring something.
No, I know. I'm playing that up I'm playing that.
No,
I'm just
on that show. He has how many people a week or a month?
Right.
And
I've
he's
not
afraid
gotten,
probably.
No one's ever reached out.
He's afraid of Tim coming out.
But
maybe there's
you don't know what the hell is
I actually think you'd be a great guest on his podcast.
I'm a
Needs
great
friend.
guest on
Because then you would really get to know
I'm a
each other.
great guest on podcasts.
Exactly.
I've done them all.
I know. I've seen every appearance you've done.
In fact, I'll break news for you if you want. I got a text from Howie Mandel yesterday.
Oh my God!
Seeing if I could do his podcast today.
There you go.
And what do I say? I say, no, I'm doing my podcast.
Sorry,
Fuck
pal.
off.
Sorry, pal.
He should have come in here.
We gotta get
Sorry,
him
Hal.
here.
Oh yeah, we should get him in here.
He doesn't leave his compound.
But anyways, we had a nice little back and forth. So, am I a good podcast guest? Yeah.
Yeah. The best.
In fact, I was ranked number, I don't know, it was 7 or 8 of all time.
Yeah.
Podcast guests.
Which year did that come out?
It was last year.
Okay.
And Jordan Peterson was number 1.
So COVID was really your time to shine. That's when you really hit.
I did a lot of
the
Zoom
campaign trail.
Yeah, I called into a lot of small podcasts.
Yeah.
Smaller. Actually, I think it was based on volume.
Yeah.
Quantity.
Similar acceptance speech when you got that seventh or eighth.
There really wasn't any kind of formal awards. It was just a list. It's a listicle.
No
aggressive
event.
humor. What are we going to do without chips? What the hell are we going to do without men?
Well, I wanted
What
to
are we
show
gonna
this.
do without
I wanted
chips?
to.
What the hell
show,
are we going to do without What men? Are we going to do without chips? Men, they have an important role to play. Chips. Unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working class men. What the hell are we going to do without men? Chips.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Men.
Thank you, Jordan.
Up yours, woke moralists.
What's up with him lately, anyway? You're following his ins
What
and
is
outs.
he up to? I forget what he's up to these days. I don't just. He's just freaking out on.
He got mad
Twitter all
because
the time.
I guess the Canadian Board of Psychology said that he has to take a media training class, like a social media class.
They pulled his license.
Well, they were going to if he didn't take this class.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like when you speed or something, you have to take a little class.
Oh yeah, okay.
What did
Because
he
he's
do to
online.
get
Because he's online all the time, going like, "Kill yourself."
So he crossed the
He's
line.
like telling
he crossed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like saying, anybody that is trying to tell me what to do can go die.
I gotta say,
They're like, wait, you're a psychologist.
This is a classic case of don't judge a book by its cover, because when you do see pictures of him, you think you're about to hear about the finest red wine you never knew about, and then it's not that at all.
Right.
Like right there, you're like, this guy
Saulnier?
drives a Ferrari 100%.
Right.
He looks like that most interesting man in the world guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Dos Equis
Yeah,
guy.
Dos Equis.
We should go side by side.
So
with
then
this.
he made this whole like free speech thing. I should be able to say whatever the goddamn hell I want to say.
That's what, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's bloody outrageous what they're trying to. It's like, well, but you have to be at a higher standard than all these goons who are on Twitter.
Yeah,
Like, if you're going to be a doctor,
Right.
then you can't just say whatever.
Yeah.
So, and that probably would have been a thing where they're like, you got to take this fucking class. It's online. It's 3 hours. You have to read some shit and say, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're fine. But we have to do it. He's like, fuck you.
See, look, I'm
Yeah.
right. Look at that.
Like you would believe that's the same guy.
Stay thirsty.
Yeah, but you
my
should see
friend.
pictures of him where he's all
Oh,
strung out on
God,
beef.
yeah.
Stay thirsty,
Up
my
for
friend.
30
Like that's a
days.
good picture.
Find him where he's all methed out on
Or
beef.
crying. Just type
Oh,
in Jordan Peterson.
God damn it!
crying,
I can't.
And where do
I've had
you
all my
go from
blood
that?
taken
Once
out.
you've established this is my broad strokes core feelings about society, it does seem like there isn't steps to take to go. Oh, he's heightening the game.
Right.
It's like you
Yeah,
started
that's
at
the problem. He started with like 12 rules to
Exactly.
live life, and you're like,
But
well then.
he's starting like a religion. He's moving. His goal in life is to start a church. He's
I think
said that
that's
many
your
times.
only. That's the only place.
Now,
really
you're
where
not
he can
getting
go.
wine from that guy.
Oh no.
Yeah. You might be getting something else from that guy.
This is when you didn't hire a stylist or hair makeup. Although I still like that hair, little Christopher Reeve curl there.
That you know what that is? That's I thought the Zoom was 5 p.m.
Think again, sunshine.
You like that?
That's a perfect description of those
I'm
pictures.
sorry. I thought the Zoom meeting was at 5 p.m. Give me a minute here.
Here's a question based on those three pictures there. Have we seen RFK Jr. and him in the same room at the same time?
Oh,
Aren't you
interesting.
getting a little bit of that?
I see a little. I see a little.
That one on the right for sure.
Listen, I got to do City of the Day because we have sponsors to take care of.
I don't think anyone's confusing those guys.
I want to thank that caller. That was wonderful. I like.
Doug, you're so defensive of your
I like it when people
Dos
like me.
Equis thing that you
No,
can't
I'm
believe
saying-
that he's bringing up RFK. He's like, well, he doesn't look like. He looks like what I said, the Dos Equis guy, not what you said.
I'm just saying.
Sorry, Doug. It is well, what am I doing back here? All right, listen. We all know that City of the Day is sponsored by John's Cuter Felon Camp. Do you have a husband or friend in prison and you're worried about what they'll look like when they get out of the joint? Maybe they'll be covered in bad tattoos, be overweight, or have a sunken dead expression. Well, check it out. Why not have them transferred to John's Cuter Felon Camp, the only prison proudly run by John Cougar Mellencamp, located. Oh, so I should say John Cuter. Okay.
John's Cuter Felon Camp.
Thank you. Felon Camp. The only prison proudly run by John Cougar Mellencamp, located in a small town in the heart of Indiana. John's Cuter Felon Camp will keep your inmate looking cute. John will personally groom and give fashion advice to your man in all his American style. And forget cells. Of course, the convicts will do their time in little pink houses. John will even suck on a chili dog with your jailbird. Beware, if your convict steps out of line, John will personally beat his ass with his acoustic guitar, but it will hurt so good. Your felon's face won't be touched, though, because John guarantees that all of his prisoners stay cute. Good news. If your felon is on death row, John is happy to carry out the task of ending his sentence by blowing him up with a cherry bomb. Ask your warden if John's Cuter Felon Camp is right for you. John is waiting. Now here's a song that you might like. Of course.
Little Jitty, back, little Jitty.
You will look really cute when you go to his camp. John's Cuter Felon Camp from John Cougar Melon. And you can suck on
chili dog
at John's Cuter Felon Camp. John's Cuter Felon Camp by John Cougar Melon Camp.
Yeah, living it gone.
Thank you. Very
Yeah.
cool. All right, what's the city of the day? What is it? What the hell is it,
City
man?
is Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh, man, we're getting all the Southern boys come down here.
Oh.
Right.
This is
Had to
special
come out.
Southern
You making some tobacco up there for me? Down there?
I try to cut it out of my life as much as possible, but it's hard to avoid. Fucking everywhere.
It's a changed region.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually in the city where R.J. Reynolds started Camel and like Marlboro and like all that shit. So
And he
Camel
did Reynolds
City.
rap after that, didn't he?
That's right.
Huh?
He's straightened out. He's straightened out.
Yep.
Hey, RJ, what you working on now?
Food preservation.
Well, weren't you doing cigarettes? You were doing cigarettes, weren't you?
I was doing cigarettes, but
Yeah?
I moved over to food preservation. Have you heard
Oh, all
about
right.
this aluminum foil?
Oh, yeah. It's like metal, but
It's
real
metal,
thin.
but then it's paper, and then it's useless. And all I know is don't bite it. That's all I know.
You not gonna put that in my microwave?
Yeah, also don't put it in a microwave.
All right.
It will F up
Man.
your day.
I thought you were all set with them cigarettes. You done good work on them.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be retired. All right.
Check out that building.
Yeah, that's very
phallus-
phallic.
Oh, what's in there?
Is that a big old cigar?
It's a big. It's supposed to be a rosebud. The original architect tried to make a rosebud, but it just looks like a big white penis.
I think they know that going in. They just say rosebud, and then they go, "It's actually a dick."
Right. They also.
That's also a dick.
He was an architect for buildings in Charlotte that looked like beautiful, but then they stuck with Winston-Salem. They just put this like penis.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're some kind of architect with that pencil. What are you doing? Drafting some new house?
I'm doodling. I'm doing some art. I was in my studio over there, but I came out here to. It's a beautiful day right now.
Looks like that's where you're coming from. That
He's on the top of that, where the hole of the head.
Is Winston-Salem named after the cigarettes?
No, I think
or vice versa.
I think vice versa.
Tim, what do you smoke?
Yeah, they merged together.
Which ones do you
Salem's.
like? You do the Winston 100s?
I do.
I start the first half of my day with Winston's and the day with Salem's.
I like a Salem after dinner because of that mint, sort of menthol flavor.
It's a dessert cigarette.
A dessert cig.
Yeah. My every day, like sort of as I'm working through it, that's Winston.
They put a
100s.
little bit of chocolate on the filter.
Yeah. It's like an after
I
eight.
do a camel in the hump.
I like this natural setting you're in. Actually, kind of jealous of that day you're getting to have there. It's probably very peaceful.
By the way, I was in a. By the way, this reminds me. We're gonna get to PDB.
Smoke weed.
By the way, I was in a Zoom meeting with some people yesterday, and there was one of the guys in the meeting, indoors, smoking a cig.
Wow.
And I was like, that's kind of cool.
That's a power move right there.
He's obviously in his own space.
Was he an ad man?
No, it was an editor of some kind. But by the way, oh, is that it?
By the way,
I pulled this, so I'm obsessed with it. Can we show this clip?
By the way,
is that the tobacco farms right there?
by the way,
well, thank you for the city of the day, my friend. Do you have anything, any questions or comments you'd like to add to the conversation, or are you good?
Not really.
Okay,
Just want to
fair
say
enough.
love pen pals, love Rory. Yeah.
And
I'm on the Zoom just to talk to you.
Anything
just
else?
to say hi.
I love it. God, that feels good.
Anybody there?
Apparently, Rory's got a group text with a bunch of people from the South
I,
this morning. He's going like, can you please call into
I
the show?
said, guys.
Can you gas me up?
The representation.
Here's the link.
Yeah. Regulators, mount up.
Time to represent. Oh yeah, so this PDB show that I'm obsessed with. It's another one of these lunatic right-wing podcasts that they talk about. Look at this show. Like right away. Are you in or are you
It
out?
almost seemed like it's just so funny. You can't even like spoof this anymore. 'cause
Well, I did.
These are all the decisions you would make. They're already like there.
Well, and on Cinema this season, we basically ripped off their whole set. But they were upset about the Oscars.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see what they had to say.
They don't like Oppenheimer, huh?
By the way, so the thing I love about this, I love so many things, but these guys say, by the way, at the beginning of every sentence.
By the way.
By the way. So, by the way, like Jimmy Kimmel, this guy, he's a liberal, and he blah, blah. By the way, I don't know. By the way,
It's just a way to move on without like acknowledging that someone else talked.
They just don't have their
Yeah,
like.
yeah. You don't have to respond.
You don't have to respond
Yeah.
at all, by the way.
But they got really mad at Jimmy Kimmel because
while he's winning his first
well, you'll see.
Oscar, Jimmy Kimmel starts to joke, trying to be funny, and he says the following. Just listen to this, and I just want you to tell me if you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my humor sucks. I didn't find anything funny about what the man said on
Where's
how
the
he
crying
changed
sound
his
effect?
life on the night he was about to win his first Oscar. And here's what Kimmel says. Go ahead.
And congratulations
Suddenly
to
these guys are all
co-star
triggered.
Robert Downey Jr.
You guys are all snowflakes about comedy now. By the way,
This is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious
look at what we're doing. We're
Well, one of
watching
the
them
highest
watch
points.
the Oscars.
But
Sorry, I talked over the joke. I'm sorry, back it up. Back it up.
I know it. I heard it.
He basically is like, this is the high point of your career. Well,
Not
maybe
the
not
high.
the high.
points.
Yeah.
Because he's famously used to be a drug abuser.
That's
back
right.
in, like
One
the
of the
80s.
highest
or
points. But
By the way,
Scumbag. Maybe it's funny.
look at he goes scumbag.
Can I ask, because I've always wondered, and people do this, and I feel like at my age I should probably know this by now, but when someone does something and someone does touch their nose, what does that actually mean?
Like you're on the
I
nose.
should have
like,
asked this by
I think
now.
I think what it is like that's You're on the nose. You're too on the nose.
And are you trying to call them off and be like, hey, I know you're joking. This is me saying funny, but let's move on. Is that what that means?
I don't know. I'm not going to bullshit you.
I don't.
We'd have to get Robert on
Like
the
if
show.
someone were roasting me or saying something to me, I don't even know that my first thought would be to like, hey, like I wouldn't even.
Unless he's literally talking about cocaine.
Well, that's
He's like, Okay, so here's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
By the way,
I just looked it up. It could be used as a way of
Thank you,
signaling knowledge that someone is clever or a threat.
By the way,
Like I hear you. Like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm so proud. I pulled that drop.
I'm
by
on
the way.
I'm onto you a little bit.
Why not the brain?
By the way,
though?
Oh, interesting.
I get it.
But okay, so let's assume for me that doesn't strike me as sort of out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't know, but go ahead.
He's acting, meaning he can't stand.
Oh, he knows
any of the jokes that are being said. Well, what are your thoughts when you see something like that?
First of all,
this guy Vinny, you're gonna
I
love
don't know
this guy.
who labeled Jimmy Kimmel a comedian. Wikipedia has him in there as a comedian. He is not a comedian. He's a hack, leftist propagandist that just. By the way,
There it is.
Are these guys twin brothers or something? They look exactly the same, and they sound.
PDB and this guy and Vinny.
Anything about
Yeah.
them
They all
say
look
funny?
like related.
What's his name? And J? PDB and J?
Stop it.
I like that
Anything.
hairline.
On the Man Show, they
I
were
like that
just
vest.
disgusting.
There's a little bit of jealousy. I want that.
All right, so now they go into the whole thing of like Jimmy Kimmel used to be a racist because he did blackface on a sketch show 20 years ago. It's such a tired.
Yeah, but like so.
By the way-
well, listen to what he says here.
Him and Adam Carolla disgusting against women. And remember, the left is a professional at this. They could be racist. They could fat shame people. Did you see the video, Rob, I just sent you? Of, by the way, this is that from his past. Jimmy Kimmel has done
Take a shot every
blackface.
time he
He's
says
been
it.
racist. He's fat shamed. He's disrespected women. Nothing happens to him because he's a Democrat. You get a golden
I love
ticket.
this. You know
I
what?
just
But
sent
they're
it to you on
supposed to
Slack,
like
Rob.
this.
This
By,
is-
by the way, if they do it, they're like, hey, freedom of speech.
Right,
Wait,
But
didn't-
if they're on the
didn't
level
Robin-
that-
There's
you
also
said we can't
there's
do
no
it.
room for growth or learning or change.
Yeah.
You do something 30 years ago, 20 years ago. They do this with Howard Stern all the time, which Howard Stern was horrible.
Yeah.
In the 80s and 90s, like horrible, especially like
But
even
also-
at the time it was like, dude,
It was too far then.
It
Yeah.
was even too far then.
Yeah.
And whatever, it was what it was. But now people are like, and he's changed. He talks about his journey of therapy and whatever.
Growth and-
No
yeah.
one's perfect.
But what are you supposed to do? I made a mistake 20 years ago, and then that's it.
That's it.
Tim,
By the way, these people that. Yeah, go
by the
ahead.
way, didn't Robert Downey Jr. do blackface in that movie?
He did.
In Tropic Thunder.
And does he?
yeah.
By the way,
Also
doesn't he say
nominated
that
for
he
an
likes
Oscar.
Jimmy Fallon better?
No,
does say he likes
that's
to-
Vinny
yeah.
coming up. And,
But he
Jimmy
says that,
Fallon
right?
would.
But Fallon did it too.
Fallon
Yeah,
did
yeah.
By the way-
blackface out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Keep
But
going with
that's
this.
what I mean. It's like just to try to have something.
Jimmy Kimmel on Comedy Central. Look at how is this not cancelable?
Cancelable.
That's blackface. Or
How is this not cancelable?
When is this from?
Yeah, it's from 20 years ago.
Probably the 90s.
How is this
I
not
am not gonna lie.
cancelable?
This might be more than 20.
Why didn't they cancel this?
These guys love this kind of humor, though, right? They would
I
probably
get.
love
Who
it.
knows what they like? They like making money. That's all they like. First of all, they watch UFC. They watch people beat the shit out of each other. And then they buy they like cars and
But,
shit. They don't know
but
anything
also
about
like
arches.
the issue, like these guys when they like get upset about these things, it's like there are people on the left that are also sitting here going, yeah, I think Jimmy went too far with it. Like they're also being critical
no one's
of the
defensive.
thing. They're not
Exactly.
immediately defensive because they know that he more than likely votes the way they do.
Oh yeah.
But yet in this, it's always just like, well, we know he's on the other
There's no
team, so let's
consequences.
just be mad because he's different.
It's insane. Keep going here. By the way,
By the way, he did
right away.
Any other person did some shit
He's
like that.
dim.
they're
I think the
canceled.
problem is
All
this guy
he is a mouthpiece for the left. Just
mouthpiece. The problem is, by the way, this poor guy Vinny is dim.
by the way,
Like he's dim-witted.
It's making me seem like I don't dress up enough when I do my show. I'm like, this guy's going this distance.
This is like him at First Communion.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's the hired comedian too.
Well, that's the thing. Is guess what? Guess what? This guy is a failed actor and comedian.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like-
he's This is like they have this like what do you call it? Like a
side channel
pyramid scheme going for for life insurance. That's what this whole thing is.
That's how he got started. PBD.
But this guy's literally a failed
Yeah.
comedian and actor
Yeah.
who's just like their hothead on the show.
It is. I always get fired up and kind of it makes me laugh when people are like, "This guy is not a comedian," and it's like, do you understand subjectivity?
Yes. No,
that
they don't.
you can't sit and go, let me tell you who a comedian is.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you don't name one name that I go, oh yeah, no, I like them.
Now, I
They're
would
great.
argue there's a point only that is Jimmy Kimmel a comedian? I don't know. He's a talk show host first and foremost.
yeah.
He's not going out and doing like he's not. I don't think he goes out and does.
I
Like,
don't think he does either.
stand up necessarily.
by the way.
By the way, let's just be clear about that. All right, so then
I have one of those lockers, by the way. I should have said that one. And I left my key in it, and it's right there.
no, that's their vault. They literally shoot the show in some kind of fucking.
Are they
bank
in like
vault.
a YMCA? Or
All right, keep going. Everybody knows about PDB.
I don't
all these
know this
pushers.
So let's play.
everywhere.
Let's be him. Let's be him.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "Well, that's comedy, though. I got you guys talking about it. That's comedy, right?
Good point,
I won.
PDB.
You guys
And
are
you guys
talking
are
about
talking
it.
about it.
I won." So the part where this is,
I mean, you're just trying to fill
if
3
you're gonna
hours
tell
at
that
an award
joke,
show.
You can't get upset at anybody calling your ass out. You just have to accept it. Why? Because when people bring up Karl Malone and Oprah Winfrey, I'm sure he's like, well, that was 20 years ago. That was 30 years ago. Why are you bringing something up like that? Well, RDJ changed his life, man. And people love him.
RDJ
There's
is
some
Robert Downey
actors
Jr.,
and
by
some
the way.
people in life you root for. Literally, there's certain people you just naturally root for. It's in sports. It's in politics. It's in Hollywood.
This
it's
guy's
in
the
comedy.
king
It's in every space.
of
You just root for that
drawing
guy.
shit out when you're like, I can't believe I've been listening to this for 4 minutes and you said nothing.
Here's what I wonder though. At the very end of RDJ's acceptance speech, if he were to just go, anyways, I hope Biden gets 4 more years. Did they have the exact
On a
same
dime.
commentary?
Here's the problem. No, look, by the way. All right. I mean, enough of this guy, but is there anything
next
else?
5
I
moves.
just love Vinny so much. Like I told Vic, because he sent me some picture of Vinny with Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be so starstruck if I saw Vinny like
That
in
guy.
the world. Yeah. I'd be starstruck.
You would just talk.
he's
Are we
so
allowed to sneeze? Can we
funny.
sneeze on the show? I sneeze. I don't know what the rules are.
Well, next time go outside, but that's fine. for
Okay,
now.
I'm sorry.
But no, I want to show the part where because the other thing in the Oscars that Jimmy Kimmel did was he read
Oh, a Trump thing,
the Trump
yeah.
thing, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it felt like, oh, this is cool. This is live. This is actually happening.
Yeah.
And Trump, I mean, imagine if you were Trump or you were anybody that is so sort of thought of as a ridiculous person that you could read something that you wrote and everyone laughs at it.
It's
for the wrong
untouched.
reasons.
It's not punched up. It's just real.
Like people are laughing for not the reasons
Exactly.
you intended.
Yeah.
But this guy Vinny is such a bootlicker for Trump that he's laughing the way Trump intended it to be read. Or
Yeah.
he laughed at the jokes in the tweet.
Yeah.
Which he is not and never can be.
Back
Get
up a
rid
little
of
bit.
Kimmel and perhaps replace. Just got a review.
No.
Seconds.
Do you have the?
Yeah, I fast forwarded it to
Vinny,
right
for
Okay,
his
go ahead. Play the
podcast,
clip. Go
dresses nicer than any nice thing that I dressed up at my nicest level.
You'd look ridiculous in that outfit.
Has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars?
Fact, he says.
His
Vinny.
opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another
Vinny here.
washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. Make America great again.
Wow. By the way,
Big laugh.
how funny
of a strong man.
Stopanopoulopoulos.
Slopanopoulos.
So he gets it wrong. Vinny gets
He
it
didn't
wrong.
even get the core of the joke, which is just the word slop.
Vinny is trying so hard to feel like
Snopacophagus.
that was actually pretty fucking funny. I gotta
Sarcophagus.
say. Yeah.
No, what?
I'm just shit canning your own point of view here.
I hope.
Vinny.
I hope this.
Vinny, your vest's on too tight.
I'm just gonna say. I hope because they're watching a video and commenting on it, and then we're watching them watch a video. I hope someone watches this, watching us.
Oh, please do that.
But they've got to be on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, these idiots.
Yeah.
It's got to keep going back.
It's going to be like the cover of Uma Guma on the Pink Floyd record. Anyways.
MC Escher podcast.
It's already 11 o'clock, man. What the hell happened?
Full podcast inception.
Fun.
No, you
Fun.
got to be having a good time.
Fun and I love this.
Yeah. Everyone comes in and says that. And
Can I? You know what I feel like I do? Talking about Stern.
Yeah.
When Artie Lang was on Stern, I always thought, yeah, they do got to get up super early.
Yeah.
But I always thought, what a fun gig. He just kind of gets to sit with his coffee and just get involved when he wants to.
Yeah.
And I always thought that's the greatest. If you're a comic, that's the greatest non-stage gig you could possibly get.
Oh yeah, you just roll in your pajamas essentially.
Yeah. And I think this is the closest I get to do do that. You have no expectation.
Although I will
of me.
say, listen, because sometimes I do listen back, or it's on like the old shows. That's like becomes kind of the cringiest era of that show because
really?
Stern plays so much into Artie's and it's right at the end of like where homophobia is kind of just normal in.
And you're saying
comedy.
don't do that the next hour.
Usually we keep it pretty homophobic light.
Less.
Yeah. No, but,
light.
But on that show you have like Artie Lang like, you fucking guys kissing each other, hey! Like, and Stern's like, no! Like, but Stern he goes with it. He goes down to his level a little bit, and it's like, guys, this is not aging well at all.
Yeah.
On that note, join us at patreon.com/officeHoursLive. We're going to take a quick break. If you need to use the men's room, please. Hopefully, by the way, it's so windy out here. I hope we don't walk out and there's a tree on top of my house. But
by the way,
it kills me.
By the way,
so we'll be back in 5 with your calls. We've got a Three Stooges game. I hope.
Oh yeah.
A Three Stooges game that I've been requesting for weeks now, and I can't wait to play it with you. And we'll be back shortly.
Patreon.com/officeHoursLive. Patreon.com/officeHoursLive. Get the full show. Get the full show. Get the full show. Hey, go. Get the full show at patreon.com/officehours. Hurry up and type into the web browser patreon.com/officehours. Go ahead and get the full show. Become a patron. Have a fun. Have laughs. Patreon.com/officehours live at patreon.com/officehours live.
Imagine being part of a company that creates life-changing financial freedom for thousands of people all over the world. That's ACN. We're attracting attention in very high places and among the world's most successful business leaders. One such leader is billionaire entrepreneur Donald Trump, who has built his career on recognizing an exceptional opportunity when he sees it.
ACN is leading the way in a new technology that will literally revolutionize the way we communicate with the ACN video phone.
The video phone is part of ACN's digital phone service, which works over any high-speed internet connection and is easy to set up. The phone features a large screen and built-in camera, and with ACN's family plan, friends and family can save even more with unlimited calling, including video with anyone else in ACN's worldwide network.
Whether you're talking to someone across the country or across the street, you have to get an ACN video phone. Seeing really is believing. One day soon, everyone will have a video phone. But I've got mine now, and I'm loving it.
Imagine seeing the person you're talking to, not just hearing their voices. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, everyone can find value in this technology. With my busy schedule, the ACN video phone keeps me personally connected to my contacts around the world without ever leaving my office. And trust me, it's changing everything. The absolute truth is that this technology will be present in every home within the next several years. The question you have to ask yourself is this: will you get your piece of the pie? ACN has a reputation for success that's synonymous with the Trump name, and you can be part of it too. Simply take a few minutes to view this important information, and you'll be well on your way to living the life you deserve. Direct selling is actually one of the oldest, most respected business models in the world, and has stood the test of time, most importantly. ACN approaches it with a fresh perspective that you won't find anywhere else. I know what it takes to be a success, and ACN has a winning business model, and I mean winning. You have a great opportunity before you at ACN without any of the risks most entrepreneurs have to take. You have the ability to market breakthrough technology before it hits the critical mass. I've experienced the opportunity that exists when you're able to jump ahead of the curve, and ACN gives you that opportunity. Believe me, it's ultimately a dream come true. I found there are two types of people: those who take action and those who let opportunity pass them by. Which one are you? The beauty of ACN is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're not standing out there alone. You know, they're going to be tough times, and life is tough. You have a great partner with ACN. They're going to help you. They're going to be there for you. They're going to work with you. It's a great company. It's a respected company. Everybody loves it. So use that. Take advantage of it. You're entrepreneurs, but you know, being a lonely entrepreneur is not as good as being an entrepreneur with a great company behind you. And ACN is a great company.
ACN is described as a multi-level marketing firm, which means you buy in for $499, recruit others to buy in and sell, and you get a percentage of their income. Trump started endorsing the company some 10 years ago.
You don't really know what you're getting into when you're going in there.
Apollo Rodriguez bought in, lured in part by the Trump name. Now he wishes he hadn't. He says he eventually lost $30,000 to $50,000. That mid-six-figure income he was led to believe would be his never materialized. Trump told the Wall Street Journal, "I do not know the company. I know nothing about the company other than the people who run the company. I'm not familiar with what they do or how they go about doing that, and I make that clear in my speeches."
The ACN video phone. Let me tell you, it's changing everything.
It's a fun watch too.
Rory can
Do you
just
wanna-
eat, and we don't have to talk to him for
That's
till
right.
he's done.
I'm good. We're back on when now? Hi, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
I didn't get to Chase yet. Should I scold Chase real quick? Chase. Welcome back to the show, everybody. The second half. If you're watching us live, join us at patreon.com/officeHoursLive and become a member today. In fact, I wrote a nice long blog about the On Cinema Oscar special. And then I noticed again, this is this thing that I'm trying to educate people on. People are copying and pasting it on other sites. And I'm just like, guys, I'm doing this. This is the benefit of, like, you pay for something, you get it. Don't give it away.
By the way, we pay.
By the way.
Pay for this.
By the way. All right, enough by the ways. And if it comes up, like, I'm not saying I don't say by the way. I say by the way, like, a lot.
Yeah.
I also do that thing where I end things with so. Do you know? And I do it. It's.
Yeah.
What about starting with so? Is that?
All right, Tim, I don't like that.
Tim, why do you hate me? What did I do?
Uh-oh. Stand by, Chase. I've
What
not
did I
called
do?
upon you yet.
Yeah,
Stand.
relax, Chase.
I've not called you in my office yet.
Got another meet and greet to get to.
Look, what I do is I say, so for tomorrow, I will say so for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, if we want to meet here, we can pack everything up in Matt's car and get it on the road by like 10:30. So
and you're waiting for like a response or
I
something.
think it's like the Canadian A. Like you're just passing the ball to someone to be like, and so now you say what you
can
think.
say what you think. All right,
Yeah.
Chase, here's the deal. As I recall, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you came on the show when Jenny Lewis was on the show and pleaded your case to get on the list for the Ryman. And I said, that's up to Jenny. And Jenny said, I can see about that. I say, all right, well, you're a representative, you're an ambassador of our show, and so I'm going to allow this to proceed, but under the condition that you don't ask for anything special. I don't want any backstage business from you. I don't want any kind of like asking for more than just a seat at the table or at the show. And then this morning, I see on Instagram that you have a picture with Ms. Lewis. Office hours makes dreams come true. So explain yourself.
Okay, so this was taken outside an hour after the show. After the show's over, I went outside and waited by the buses. So this wasn't anything special. Oh, and as soon as Jenny came out, she looked at me and she said, Chase, and she was super excited. I was like, oh my God, like my heart was like beating out of my chest. But yeah, I said she was like asking how I got the tickets, and I was like, yeah, I bug producer Matt all the time, and yeah. But the show was
all right. Good.
Awesome.
That's all I need to know.
She has a nice. She looks happy.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I just want to make sure that you got on the list, and suddenly you're backstage outside her dressing room eating the hummus and the pita bread and
walking off with all the.
Yeah. Now, what does Chase do here? What's going on here?
He makes pipe bombs.
You Amazon. Go to his Amazon page.
I don't know what.
I do have a question for. I do mail. I'm sorting mail.
That's what my dad did at the post office, and that's why I saw that. I was like, "Is this?
Are those pallets in the back? Though? I'm trying to figure out what those are.
What is your question, Chase?
Just little trays to put the mail in.
Okay.
I do have a question for Rory though.
Good.
Yes. I wanted to ask you about traveling and following Tool. And did you get to see Tool on this latest tour? Because they played Rosetta Stone.
I did see
Tool. Awesome.
I did see Tool on this latest tour. Do you know this? That we decided to follow them in like early 2020.
Who's we?
Myself, Nick Youssef, another comic, and Freddie Scott. We were gonna like go around to play any cities that Tool played in, to do a show, make some money, and then go see their concert. So we'd either perform the night before.
You're a serious Tool head.
Yeah, well, we were like, it took them 13 years for their next album to come out. So we were kind of like, is this?
I didn't picture you. I mean, would you peg him as a Tool head? I had no idea.
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place.
I'm not, no judgments.
So we went and the guitarist, Adam Jones, found out that we were doing this.
Yeah.
Hit me up on Instagram and offered us tickets to the first show. We were like, yeah, we didn't buy any tickets. We were just going to kind of see how this happens.
Yeah.
And so immediately we were like 10th row, dead center on the floor, backstage passes, met him. He realized that night we weren't psychopaths. So he goes, hey, tomorrow night there'll be a tour pass. Just keep that. That's your ticket for everything the rest of the time. So
well, he's a big comedy fan.
All the shows. Huge comedy fan. Him and Maynard.
Maynard is. I don't know about any of the other Tool guys.
But then
who knew there was other people in Tool?
Who's your favorite member of Tool, Tim?
Eddie
Probably
Alfano.
Tim Tool.
I like Eddie Alfano from.
Eddie's one of the best.
I think that might literally be the name of the guy that plays Joey on Sin. But
to answer your question, if I saw them on this tour, I went on stage and played a song with them in West Virginia.
What'd you play?
Charleston, West Virginia. Intolerance.
I mean, what instrument?
From guitar.
Wow.
I wish that it's on Instagram somewhere. That someone had sent me a little clip.
All right. I couldn't name a Tool song.
Awesome show.
I couldn't name a Tool song. But I know that, Eric and I did some stuff for them. But it's not my scene, It's not my thing.
You should listen to.
Here we go. We got it.
Listen to Lateralis, Tim.
Huh?
He's trying to sell you on it.
Listen to Lateralis.
Oh, he's trying to guide you how to jump in. The path. What he's talking about is called the path.
Yeah.
By the way.
By the way.
Chase, I was going to offer to if you wanted to play the Three Stooges game with us, but I just want you to know that I'm going to ask somebody else. But I wanted you to know that I was considering it.
I'm busy.
I know. I want you to get back to sorting that mail.
I get it.
No.
Ever come across any Anthrax?
Say it again.
Not yet. We do have.
I'm talking about the band.
I'm putting Anthrax in these right now.
Somebody that's sending Anthrax.
I'm putting stuff in
the
these
mail
right now.
Just so you know, I'm sending Anthrax.
No. Hey,
I'm sending Anthrax in the mail.
Hey, but Tim, if you wanna,
what about the guys in
fly me out to Timfest this weekend?
What about the guys in Anthrax who went after 9/11? What was their deal?
What did they do?
Breaking news. I'm like, what's this about? Is this about us? Fuck.
Chase,
are you watching the news, Joe?
Chase, when you're like mailing stuff, if I were to send my parents some like weed or something like that, gummies or anything, can they sniff that? Can you sniff it when it's there?
I'm just this is just like bills, This is like a hospital bills and shit like that. So it's not anything.
He's not working. You think
Yeah.
Chase is working for the post office?
Wait, you're gonna mail your parents?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
a third-party
Something.
contractor.
Just curious how strong.
This has been outsourced.
420.
Well, he works
I
for
can
the
put some
junk
weed
mail
in
company.
these if you want.
You're
Yeah,
part of the
exactly.
problem, Chase.
There's a spam section.
Chase, are you named after the bank?
All right.
Get out of here.
No, I'm
The
actually
lounge.
named after a soap opera character.
Oh.
Oh.
There was a soap opera character in the 80s called like Chase Giaberti or something. That's what they tell me. I don't know. That's what I was told.
You have to now call
Yeah.
him Chase Giaberti for the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chase.
All right. I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you too. All right, let's get a contestant for the Big Three Stooges game. Now,
Falcon Crest.
does anybody, Doug, do you want to, or Vic, this is sort of your domain, do you want to explain the rules? And
Yeah,
Matt,
sure.
Matt, why don't you pick a contestant?
So we'll have it's basically like Doug's usual games, but it's just you're going to see one title of a Three Stooges short. So this is-
Oughta.
Oughta.
Vic came up with that.
Come on.
So look,
Is this the best show?
I love it.
I mean,
so there's a million Three Stooges shorts and movies, and they have stupid titles.
Yeah.
The real ones.
So
do,
you have to
yeah.
guess if it's a real. You'll see a title. Guess if it's a real or if it's a fake one.
okay. Now, is it first to buzz? Or is it just everyone gets a chance to vote?
Everyone gets a chance, and if you're right, you'll tally. and-
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I
we'll-
Matt,
like that.
who are we going to be playing against?
You want me to
Our
tally?
old friends Kiki and Drop Dead.
Hi.
Two people. Okay. That'll slow things down appropriately.
Well, they're a team.
Oh.
But I don't want any conferring, like, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
I don't want this, like,
No, we don't have to discuss. We'll just yell it out.
This is impulsive.
Unless it's like-
impulsive answers.
It's
Yeah,
less it's like
impulsive answers. There's not much
handsome
thought.
blondes of comedy versus you two, and like we're a team and you're a team.
Yeah.
How about we do that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
The handsome blondes.
You're up against the blonde boys.
Blonde boys.
BBC.
Blonde boys of comedy.
BBC.
All right, let's do that. I'll let you go first because you are our guests.
Well, let's pull up the first image.
Or the first title.
And
Where's
who's the host of
Oils
this?
well,
Oils
that
well.
ends well.
You guys have
Oils
to be
well
the
that ends
host.
All right, you want to take turns?
Oh, sorry.
What are the rules?
So you have,
say real or not
so you have to
real.
know.
Is this a real Stooges
And-
movie
but I
or
can't see
or,
the image.
or a fake title?
Okay.
So is this real or fake? Shout it out. Or
Uh,
no? Yeah, I guess they can go first, right? Go ahead.
Put them on the
Are we
clock.
supposed to see
I
it?
can't see it.
Oh God.
Oh, there we
okay.
go.
He said it. You don't need to see it.
Oils
Oh,
well.
they do need to see it for the pun,
That's
for
real.
the word.
That's real.
That's real? Okay.
Yes.
BBC. I think it's real.
It's real.
It's real.
Next. Answer.
There it is.
There we
So
go.
they both just get a point every time.
Very good.
Or maybe no points.
Air
So-
5.
Yeah, well, we each get a point. Bubble trouble.
Do we go first?
I think they maintain the first.
Oh, they maintain
Yeah,
it.
until they
This
miss.
is
Not
like
real.
tennis.
Real. I say that's
What?
real.
Okay, they're real. Whatever.
I think not real.
It's like their laundry thing. There's real.
All right, I'm going to go with you and say not real.
But now I feel so much pressure that I'm ruining the team.
Not real.
It's real.
I knew it.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I got that one.
That's a point for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're up.
Oh, I
How
get
is
it.
there a werewolf?
Once in a full moon.
Not real.
All right, I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna go with you on this one. Not real.
Not real.
I think it's real.
I'll go with you.
I think it's
dropped the
real.
ball.
We,
I think we fucked up.
nah.
And Vic made these AIs.
That should have been real. What if it should have
Well,
been real? Then Zach got us a half point.
No, but I think the premise of the show of the game is that yes, these all are probably should have been reals.
Yeah.
Because it would be a little. All right, so you guys are killing it right now.
Next. So this is you guys
Wait, what are we
again.
looking at? 3-1?
Right now it's
3-1.
Hoofs and goofs.
what?
Yeah, 3-1 Zoomers.
Okay,
And goofs.
that's real, right? That's real.
I'm gonna say it's not real.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say
Could
Hoofs
be
and
more
Goofs
about horse
doesn't
racing.
feel
It's
the only way to
Goof?
win.
Goof was goof a word
Nah,
then?
not really. Damn it, motherfucker! I thought I knew my Stooge.
Like I knew hoofs were weird.
Joe
By the way,
Dorita's in
they're
it.
digging into the Joe Dorita years. Joe Besser.
Oh, look who's in it. Like Benny Rubin, Harriet Tarler, and Tony, the Wonder Horse.
I didn't know we could
The
go
Wonder
with the
Horse.
original cast. I would have then said, yes, it's real.
Right. That makes more sense.
Tony the Wonder Horse.
Mo looks rough
Next.
there. All right, ball biting pappies. Is this real? Or-
No.
Not real? Okay.
I also think
Not
it's
I
not
agree. I don't think it's real. Oh, thank God.
I like those
biting.
bizarro-
Is the idea here that they're eating baseballs?
Yeah, sports balls, all kinds of different sports balls.
Like hieroglyphics up
Who is
here.
presenting the top? What does that even say in the top?
AI just fills
AI
in like
messed
random
up,
things.
yeah.
that look
91,996.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're speed versus accuracy with this AI.
Yeah.
Just get it out!
Yeah.
Whatever!
Product is product.
You don't have access to IMDb.
we can't reference IMDb to get this right.
All right.
All right, we want our mummy.
I think I've seen that one.
God, they're all
That's
so
real.
good because you just don't know.
We want our mummy.
We want our
Oh,
mummy.
it's a little pun about we want our mommy. Go ahead.
Real.
Yeah.
Real? Not real.
I feel my instinct is not real.
Here's
but
my
I can't tell.
here's my theory. I don't know, but I feel like these guys had too much fun making these that they want to show off all their AI work.
Oh, that's.
So I'm thinking that they have this up their sleeve. So I think it's not real.
I'm with you. That's my instinct too.
Logic, but it's real.
What is it?
You guys have a perfect score.
I know, perfect.
Perfect score. Hey,
Idiots.
Come on,
when
BBC.
we win, can we talk about your tape that we got here, Doug?
No, we're in the middle of a game. You think they do that to Alex Trebek?
Oh, I would like to talk about that tape because somebody DM'd me and they're like, "Hey, can I put out some of your music?" And I was like,
That's
"Okay."
us. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just did it.
Wow! You can't do that.
It's like
the woman that put up all the
content is
We actually in
free.
Portland too at the Eric Andre show. I know it's a lot going on.
It's all right because they made a tape of it's.
Look at there
They
she is.
pulled
She
it
just
off
gave me the
Bandcamp
finger.
and just made it. It's cool. I approve. It's fine.
I thought we had your permission, Doug.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it
like,
sounds like
you
you
didn't
did.
run. You didn't like send me here's the artwork or anything. You're just like it's done. It's just kind of funny.
What is the music? What is the tape?
It's just some weird old. It's something off Bandcamp I had.
Some inspiring work that Doug did when he
So
was.
how many did you make of these?
Young.
50.
Are you selling these? Are you? Is he cut in on this?
Yeah, we're giving Doug
I'm cut in.
25.
I'm cut in on.
Yeah.
it. It's fine.
You're cut in.
I'm fine.
Very interesting. All right, can we move?
Well, now I think I know why their team's winning because you guys have a financial agreement outside of this game.
I think they're googling on the side. You know, they hear the title and they. All right, next.
But it's not fast
I am
enough.
seeing a reflection in your glasses just to kind of give you away a little bit. We do see that you're typing it in.
All right, let's do a couple more. We're obviously going to lose. I don't think
All
there's
right,
any way
let's
for
go to the
us
next
to
one.
lose.
That spirit.
You gotta finish it
Test
out.
man wins. Let's rapid fire these.
Test
last
Man
ones.
wins is not real.
That's fake.
Fake.
Oh.
Wait, is that real or fake?
It's real.
It's a real one.
All right, next one.
But that feels like it was like a live.
That does
like
feel like very good AI.
Oh, Cowboys and potatoes.
fake.
Fake.
There it is.
I wait till it shows up. Oh yeah, fake.
Oh, we got to put these AI images out. All right, next one.
Goof on the roof.
Real.
Real.
That's real.
I wonder which one was the goof on the roof.
So goof was not only a word; it was often used.
That's classic. We got
Yeah.
Shemp. Look how much bigger
Well, you had
Shemp's
Goof.
head is.
Remember-
Goof on the roof.
Is
You
a
had
lot
Goofy.
bigger.
Goof. Oh yeah.
Tim, look how big Shemp's head is.
Who do you think was the goof on the roof?
They're all the goofs on the roof.
Well, then wouldn't it be goofs on the roof?
It should have been.
Goofs on the roof?
Well,
How
maybe
many
we got to
different
watch it.
casts
And
did they have? It was always Larry and Moe, and then they just kind of
Oh,
landed
come
on
on. You
Curly
don't- I
finally.
thought you
Oh,
were
you don't
comedy.
know? Oh, no.
I don't know much about
It's
this.
always
Mo
been
and
the
Curly
three.
are brothers.
Oh.
And Shemp.
And Shemp. So you had first was Curly. Larry and Moe stayed constant.
Oh,
throughout the
Curly
whole
got
thing.
the boot.
Curly died.
Okay, that's
Well,
so
Curly
that,
had
so
a-
that's what I say. Get the boot when someone dies.
Yeah. Curly had a stroke, and then
Okay.
they replaced him with Shemp. Then Curly died. Then Shemp died.
Oh God.
Then you've got
He died in
Joe
55.
Joe Besser, and then Curly Joe Dorita. Is that the
Edward
order?
Sitka, and then there's Curly Joe too.
I think I said
the
that.
bigger boy. No, he
Yeah.
was like a big guy.
Because the machine's got to keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Louis Anderson at some
comedy.
Next.
And Curly G's still going.
The Cole shebang.
The Cole shebang.
Fake.
That's real.
Oh,
Whatever.
Ooh.
One for BBC.
Yeah.
We're back, baby.
Just wanted to do a shot. I don't know.
Also, these gestures kind of
Nuts
feel like
and
it's
dolts. There's no way they're saying dolts. I'm saying fake.
Is that real? That's fake.
Fake.
Good one though.
Oh, cool.
I'd watch that. It's scary as fuck.
Real.
Yeah, real.
Real.
That's real. Real.
Joe's back.
And
Next.
all
Same photo.
sisters are the same. Like,
Spaceship Sappy. That's almost too. They're not coming up with that.
Sappy.
that's fake.
Fake. Fake.
Do spaceship stuff. That's fake.
I think it's real, but let's see.
Wait.
I knew it was real.
We should get half a point if our team was
We should,
divided.
honestly.
If our team was divided, we get half a point.
No, if you think about it, we should get half a point.
Spaceship Sappy.
All right, enough of this.
No, come on, just a couple more.
Oh, yeah, you're just hanging.
I mean, we're ending on a big one. First and a half base.
First and a half base.
That's real?
That's real.
That's real.
Fake.
I think fake too.
Are we still in this?
What do we got? 3.5
All right,
if
you're
you're
up.
keeping
Well,
an accurate score.
I think they're.
So dumb.
Okay, final one. Break a leg of lamb.
That sounds like Doug to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fake.
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 What?
Look at this horrifying.
I'd watch that too. That's the new Wallace and
What if-
Gromit right there.
What if the
Oh,
Three Stooges themselves are in hell right now and they're being forced to make all these?
Yeah.
Why is there a
This is their
piano on the
hell.
farm? Too?
All right, Mo, the premise of this one is you're in a slaughterhouse cleaning up lamb body parts. Fuck.
I should have
Is
been
there
a
another
better
hell?
person.
Yeah, I should have been a better person.
Yes.
9/11. There
Wow.
it is.
Look at that.
Undeniably, it's right
Wow.
there. It's right there.
All due respect. By the way,
My daddy
9/11.
was there. Sucked.
I was watching some 9/11 videos the other day, as I end up doing more and more these days.
Well, we're always steered towards it.
Yeah, my algorithm knows me.
Father worked at Ground Zero. Sucked.
All right.
For all of us.
Thanks, Michael.
Oh yeah, I saw you in that documentary about where you.
That totally changes.
I was there. Yeah.
But one of these was they were talking about there was like a video about the conspiracies more than a conspiracy video. You know, it was kind of talking about.
Yeah.
And they're like, yes, you know, whatever. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. But it weakens them quite a bit.
Okay, yeah.
That was what the analysis determined.
Yeah.
Like it weakened it so much that it went boom.
And that was it.
Bing-a-da bang. Bing-a-da-bang-a-da boom. Now I know Matt doesn't believe that, but he believes it.
I used to have a joke where I would say, "This is my impression of Tower 7." Hey, come on! What did I do?
Pretty good.
By the way,
By the way.
You know what the problem is? I got on my YouTube. I started watching these air disaster videos.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
There's a whole series. I think it's a Canadian show.
Yeah.
There's one of it was like from the 90s or like early 2000s, but it was
Yeah.
stories about these. And I mean, what am I doing? Because all
I
I'm
know.
doing lately is flying.
I know.
And like,
I've had the same.
it was a clear sky day where
Yeah.
nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden the plane plummeted 3,000 feet in 10 seconds.
And also an issue with a plane that you never knew was possible.
I
And now
know.
you're like, oh wait, what? Yeah.
There was this one, get this. Planes flying, this is like in the 80s or something. Planes flying, normal day. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the windshield of the plane flies out.
Yeah.
Boom! Pilot goes, sucks out of the plane and is on the...
And is caught, right?
Is on the...
He's being held like that.
Yeah. Like a Three Stooges thing.
Yeah.
They're holding him in.
Yeah.
And after a while, they're like, this guy is completely dead. There's no question. But we can't let him go. Why? Because he's going to fly into the jet engine.
Yeah.
The body's going to, like a bird. But happy ending, he lived.
Yeah, I was about to say, he did live, didn't he? Yeah.
But then it's all these reenactments, and they have people in the, with champagne and soda.
It's always like very sterile lighting.
The plane's a little too big because they're clearly on a set.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got trapped watching that show. Just like, what am I doing? But it's interesting to learn about some of these. Most of them, like, even though it's like this plane ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
This plane, mysteriously ran out of fuel. They're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the stories are like they ended up living and surviving. And like,
yeah.
Some of them are like, oh no, you know how you know when they're not interviewing any of the people on the plane.
Yeah. Early on, you're like, oh, we're not getting their take.
We're talking to like the air traffic controller who's safe on the ground. Wonder where this one's going.
It's so insane. Yeah. The flying a lot, I have to try to steer clear of those stories. I'm like, oh, come on, dude.
Tim, you should watch those on the stories. Plane. Pull up your laptop and go full screen on those.
Yeah.
I'll get my Apple Vision Pro on. Like this
to live it. You get to be in it.
Watching. Yeah.
Yeah. You're in 13A.
By the way, I do not have an Apple Vision Pro, just so anyone. I did not buy that. I'm not getting in that world. All right, let's take a call, Matt. Maybe a hothead hotline.
Wait, Rory did a video with one of those, didn't you?
Oh, I've done a few, yeah.
You're like out there with the AI.
Yeah.
Or was it AR?
Well, it's fun is that it's just one of those like Oculus VR things, but we said in the video that it's Apple Vision just to troll people, and boy, did they take the bite.
Wait, what was this?
Right out of the gate. We just went out and did videos where I pretended I was at a restaurant like miming eating food.
Yeah.
And my buddy would film it like, this guy thinks he's really eating food. And to top it, we were like, we have to say in the title that this guy's got on an Apple Vision Pro.
And it's not.
And everyone was like, no, that's an Oculus. This motherfucker couldn't afford an Apple Vision Pro. And they're like weirdly mean for no reason.
Yeah, they all believe it.
Anybody can afford one of those like for a month, and then you get the credit card bill. But
yeah.
Matt, anybody worth speaking to?
Got a full hotline.
Oh, wow.
540, you are on the line.
555
Peter?
540
You there?
540.
You're on the air.
I'm here.
How are you doing?
I'm here. Hey, hello.
Hi, how can I help you? Where are you calling from?
How are you all doing? I'm calling from Stanton, Virginia.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody's from the damn South today.
Little southeastern calls today.
I don't know what that means. I'm a little exploited brat. I'm a little military rat. So, hello.
Hi.
I'm really happy to talk to y'all.
How can we help
I
you?
can see you all. I have my auto filters
Yes.
turned down.
No, I hear
see
you.
reacting.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Super weird.
And so what can
Hey,
you
by
got a
the
question?
Way, respect and love. I do have a question. I have a question, but I don't know. I do have a question.
And the question
I'm
is?
not farting on the gate.
Now I'm getting excited.
I'm here to say hello to y'all
All right.
first and foremost, and appreciate y'all, everybody, including Rory Scovel.
Yes.
What a nice guy.
Thank you.
The best, and this woman that is talking into my phone, they keep saying hello. I have a question for Vic.
All right, what's the question?
So I bought a 96 Tears Question in the Mysterians record.
Yes.
And I paid.
Let me give you Vic's
$10
personal
for it.
cell phone number, and you can follow up with him on that.
No cheap. Is it that bad? Is it a good song or is it a bad song?
I think it's a great song.
What song
What
is
do you
this?
think about the song?
96
I had a friend
Tears.
ask me and said that they fucking hate that song.
It's cool.
Can I get a sample of it? I'm not
Well,
placing it in my
damn.
head right now.
Here, yeah, I got it.
Tears?
The organ's so cool on it.
Yeah, it's a great song. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, great
Classic.
song. Thank you very much. Next caller. Let's clear out the
Good
hotline.
song. Don't clear me out.
What do you got? What do you got? You got a
You got to
thing
bite
with
away
it?
on this one or what?
You got a take?
You got a
gotta buy it
question
away?
on this?
You want to buy the record?
By the way.
Somebody want to buy the record?
Oh no! How much did you pay for this record?
I paid $10 for it.
Oh, that's fine.
Nice.
That's
That's
fine. It's a
reasonable.
little much for question mark in the
The
Mysterians.
mono.
Oh, the
The
mono.
mono.
Okay, all right.
And it's got
All right, I'm losing it here.
and it sounds.
You
real
got your
good,
answer.
but can you associate yourself with the fact that the Question in the Mysterians created Smash Mouth?
Yes.
Created what?
Oh, they had the
Smash Mouth.
Smash
Oh, it's
Mouth.
Perry and Kingsley.
No, they did. What's
Oh
that? What's the
God.
song that they covered?
Perry and Kingsley.
You mean
No, they covered it. I forget what it was.
they have that same kind of organ going on
Yes,
with
it's a
Walking
Farfisa
on the
organ.
Sun.
It's Farfisa.
No, there's an actual cover song.
Yeah.
I'm not using misinformation.
I have a question for this caller. How
they-
high are you, sir?
Good question.
So I quit my job essentially because I knew that you had a problem with warehouse workers. And it's super frustrating. So I quit my job.
Okay.
Essentially. Well, I probably shouldn't say that.
So you're high.
I'm going through HR documents.
The question is, how are you high?
I think you all have spent more time being high than I have.
Okay. I'll tell you a very dispiriting
I just wonder
conversation.
what it's like to be alive.
Thank you. I had a very
I feel like I'm you.
All right, thank you, caller.
I love the question mark and Mysterians came up. I
Don't
appreciate
hang
the
up
call.
on me.
Wait,
I'll do whatever I want.
Wait, what is
You're
the?
putting a Band-Aid on the phone.
It's not. You're not my grandma.
What's the song? What's the song that they?
I'm a
gave-
believer. I have it.
No, they didn't do that.
They did.
You're
I'm not
okay, so I
No
can
question
be
mark.
okay.
Oh, question mark. Smash Mouth is I'm a believer.
That's the monkeys.
I'm a nice guy.
All right, take care, brother.
Oh, right. That is a cover. Yeah,
Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah, this is very intense. I know how it sounds.
You're good, man. I love you. I'm just saying I got to move the show along. That's all.
Oh, also, I was the winner of the Van Dyke Parks chair.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
The doll.
We got
The chair,
Brian's
yeah,
toys,
yeah.
Chair that
right?
Brian Wilson.
So there was a doll made of the time that Brian Wilson broke the chair sitting in Van Dyke Park's house.
We should give this one away
Let's
too.
talk about this.
It was a family heirloom. It was like 200 years old.
The day and age we live in. There's an action figure made of that specific
Moment in time.
Well, Van Dyke Parks.
Generally a private moment.
He chose to tweet it a couple years ago
Yeah.
for some reason. A picture of the broken chair.
Yeah.
Poor Brian.
That's so
But
funny.
well, I had a dispiriting private moment yesterday. I was my wife is.
Oh my God.
God, Matt.
I dropped it.
By the way,
Kind of growing on me though.
By the way,
my wife is in school. She takes college classes in science. I don't know if I talked about this. She's in chemistry, and she was like, "Could you come down to the lab and bring the kids?" Because we're like, they want to show off the lab, and the kids want to see it's cool. You know, they're doing experiments there and stuff. So I go there, and it's her, and it's like some college-age kids who are in chemistry.
Yeah.
And some of them know who I am, and I'm being friendly and nice, and they're talking to me a little bit. And then one of the kids, kind of like, he's a chemistry major.
Yeah.
Paint that picture in your head.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's very nervous, but he comes up to me, he's like, "So you're the free real estate guy?" Which is like a meme from Awesome Show that is me. I'm like, yeah. He goes, "You still do that kind of stuff?" Keep him busy. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
my
he
flavor.
runs away. I swear to God, he ran away.
Yeah.
Do you still do like?
I don't know.
Randomly appear on memes. That
Yeah, I
somebody
do
else
memes.
made?
Yeah, I've been doing some memes lately.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I dabble.
I booked a meme the other day, in fact.
I got a 3 meme deal.
All right, Matt, hothead.
Yes.
He ran away.
Did your kids find the chemistry lab interesting?
They pretended to.
Yeah, good for them.
Very dutifully went
They know
like,
the-
wow.
They know the politics of the situation.
Yeah.
210, you're on the air.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
New Jersey.
No, San Antonio, Texas.
201. I thought that's New Jersey.
210.
210. Oh, I was given
210.
bad information. All right, how can I help you?
I have a game, but before I have the game, I y'all mentioned Tool earlier,
Oh, no.
and I remember listening to.
Can we get back to the
an
question
interview
mark and
on
the Mysterians guy?
WTF with Mark. I just remember hearing a WTF with him, and the singer dude claimed he used to work at a pet food store or a pet store, and he claimed that he was responsible for putting the pet food at the back of the store, and that idea proliferated across the country. And I'm wondering, Rory, what your comment on that is.
I would believe
that
it.
Anecdote about.
I believe it. These ideas have to come from somewhere.
The pet food at a regular store Or the pet food at the pet store.
No, at the pet store.
So before it was in the front, and then Maynard came in and
Yeah.
changed the paradigm and changed the game and put it in the back. So people would see the leashes and they would see the dog
They would
beds.
walk past more merch.
Yeah.
More.
Because you have to get
brilliant.
food. You're there to get the food.
Yeah, but this is how you impulse
Yeah,
buy.
exactly.
It's essentially putting the bubble gum at the register.
Let me think about it for a minute. Sure. All right, next caller.
Like this rapid fire.
That's what I think is good about it. I mean, you can't have these lingering. Oh, and then another thing. Oh, by the way.
By the way.
619.
We got to
you're
get
on
Vinny
the-
on the show. I need to talk to him.
These callers need to lead. They got to come in hot with their thing. You know what I mean?
Everybody tag Vinny.
Vinny would like it. That would be the surprise element. He
You
goes,
should
"Ah,
see
it's
how
fine.
mad
I get it."
When he gets mad, his veins all pop out. And he gets all. He's not very articulate when he. I love people when they're not very articulate when they get all mad.
Is there any footage of his stand-up?
That's
That's
he was
got
in
to
a
be
show
out
with Edie
there.
Patterson years ago.
That's right.
He what?
He was in a show with Edie Patterson.
619. You're live on the
Now
air.
that's
10 years ago.
Jersey.
Now that's a by the way.
By the way.
Hey, what's up, guys?
South Jersey.
This is Bog. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
But you grew up. But you got your number in Jersey, right?
So I want to thank y'all for having Rory Scovel because I'm a big fan. He's a freaking legend in comedy.
God, this is the best.
Legend? If you're a legend, who isn't?
Which I address as much. I address as much in this special.
I've seen him several times live, and he makes me giggle every time I see him.
I appreciate
Well, you got
that.
the giggle.
I appreciate it.
Anytime. Anyways, I have a couple things for you guys. One silly, one bone to pick. I'll start with the silly one.
All right.
But have you guys seen that video of Ringo Starr where he's like accepting his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame acceptance speech, and he does
Ringo
that
Starr.
bit where he does that bit where he starts talking about the Beatles farting in the fan.
Ringo Starr.
You guys seen this?
No, but how about this? We'll look it up and play it on the show next week.
For
What's
sure.
the, what's the
but
bone to pick?
It's hilarious because he starts talking about how they're all farting, and then there's this hilarious cut where they cut.
Listen,
to,
let us experience it with fresh eyes like you got to. Then we can talk about it on the show. Fair enough?
Well, the bone to pick is kind of lamer because it's just more of like an on
Lamer than
cinema
that?
kind of thing.
No. What's the bone to pick?
The bone to pick is more of a silly thing. It's more of a on cinema thing because I love Justin Gaynor's the timeline, you know. But ever since the High Network started,
I know.
The time.
It's not been updated. And that's our friend who called in earlier. You got to get with Justin Gaynor. Why don't you reach out to Justin Gaynor, friend, and get on the timeline and do it legally, Melissa.
Or he could do his own high network.
Throw me a freaking bone.
Or just make his own website.
Make his own program.
Yeah, make
Who's
his own
he?
program.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His own
for
timeline.
people
All right,
who
next
life.
caller.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. I think 206, Daniel.
People give me shit for like saying not saying goodbye to people. Has anyone ever heard like call radio shows?
It just
call
keeps
in?
moving.
Yeah.
I think what we are learning is that a lot of people who are fans of mine that have called in, they don't like to get to it.
They're gonna meander around it for a little bit.
Bye, baby girl.
I think that's all of them though.
Yeah. All right. Who do we have on the
all
line?
5 of mine that I texted.
Hi, this is Nathaniel.
Hi, Nathaniel. Very professional sounding man. I feel like I'm in trouble. What did I do?
Well, I got a bone to pick about a couple weeks ago. You were talking a little bit of trash about my boy Barry Lyndon.
I was not talking shit about Barry Lyndon. I was saying how much I love the movie.
Yeah, but you said the character was a bad guy or
Well, he's he's like a classic loser.
Yeah, but you gotta consider his circumstance, man. From the very jump. I mean, his whole family, they faked a duel to basically extricate him, and he gets robbed with the few coins he has in his pocket.
Yeah.
And then he has to join the military to get by.
That's true.
Where there's all these creeps telling him what to do. So basically, he's a product of his environment.
He's a victim of
You gotta
circumstance.
give him a little
Yeah.
credit.
He's a victim of circumstance.
Tim, do you find your frustration with Barry Lyndon is more that you don't agree with natural lighting, and it's less the character.
Yeah.
It's more that the lighting
I need to
department
see
didn't make any money.
Yeah, exactly.
He got rid of crew.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you. That's the issue.
You're a more crew-based guy.
I mean, that's a good point. Whatever, but he turns into a total ass by the second half of that movie, which I love.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you very much for your call. Next caller.
absolutely.
Favorite Kubrick movie?
Barry Lyndon.
All right, there you go.
No, I mean, who
760.
could say?
You
What do you
are
have
on the
one?
line? Kent, I believe.
I guess The Shining, but that almost
Hey,
feels
what up,
hacky.
guys?
But I mean it.
It's the most
What up,
entertaining.
Kent?
It's the most like watchable, entertaining of this movie.
Yeah.
By the way,
You know what I watched recently that I didn't care for when I was younger, which was Clockwork Orange.
Yeah,
Which I thought, like, I don't know if this doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Yeah.
It's very, sick.
I know.
It's like a disease. It's like a truly diseased movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a masterpiece. Don't get me wrong, folks.
I do like it, but it's not easily watched.
Strange Love is a lot of fun because of Peter Sellers. He's really entertaining in it. Yes, Matt, who do we have?
760. Kent, you're on the line.
I have trouble with the sound on Strange Love.
Hey,
Just-
what up, guys?
Oh, the booming room, yeah.
They
have that problem, too, with Paths of Glory, if you ever watch that
You
movie.
can de-reverb things now, so that maybe I should remix it for
Try
them.
it out.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yes, how can I help you, friend?
Hey, what up, guys? My name's Kent. That's not cunt. It's Kent.
Got it.
K-E-N-T. How's it going, guys?
Sometimes I do mishear that.
Yep. Thank you for the clarity.
You're a fucking cunt.
All right. He just said he's not. Well, how can I help you, Kent?
Hey, I'm not. I just want to say, awesome on Oscar special. I don't know how you guys keep getting better every season, and I'm not some fucking idiot.
No, you don't
it's
sound
my
to be
favorite
one.
show of all time on cinema.
Most fucking idiots
I'm not
are clear to
fucking
define
dumb.
that they're not idiots.
Yeah,
Some of our
I have
smartest, some of
refined
our brightest people start with, "Hey, I'm not some fucking idiot." By the way, I have to be quite brilliant.
college degree. I have a wife. We have sex once a week. And that's my favorite show of all time. Easy.
Thank you for your support. Now, did you watch it on Melissa's YouTube channel or did you pay for it?
I'm an annual subscriber because I have a job. I have a college degree. And yes,
I don't believe the college degree.
Yeah, you're really protesting too much about
so much.
Yeah, what college is this?
Yeah, what college did you go
Long
to?
Beach.
Huh?
Long Beach State. Same college as
LBS.
the great Steve Martin and Spielberg.
Yep.
Steven
All right, now,
Spielberg.
why don't we do this? Would you take a photo of your diploma? Because I know it's close by. You know, you have that thing ready to go.
I'm holding it.
Yeah. Send us your diploma.
Yeah, I have several photos.
What if you had to get a job, right? What
Yeah.
if things really go sour for you? Let's say you get, God forbid,
I
you
think
get
about this a
canceled.
lot.
You get canceled.
Yeah.
You've done something, you regret it, you made a mistake.
Yeah.
You get fully, ostracized.
He's kicked out
from show business.
Yeah.
And you truly don't really you don't love it enough to really try to get back in.
Yeah.
To build. And you're like, you know what? I'm 40. However old you are.
43.
Can't someone say?
I'm
what
just
they
gonna
think and
try
I
to
say what I think.
get a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. You went to college?
Yeah.
So you put some applications out
LBS.
there. Marketing. Let's say marketing or whatever people do.
Yeah.
You get a job. You got to get a job. Start somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe you work at Chase Manhattan Bank or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. You going for that? I'll be the guy looking to hire you.
I thought the question was, what would he choose?
That's what I thought.
No. I'm just painting.
That's the road you were leading him down.
No, I'm painting a picture.
That's
of
what I thought. I started running scenarios in my head like,
Yeah.
what
Let's
would
say
I
you
do?
work. You put out all these applications on like Indeed or whatever these
Sure.
job things, and just like starting level. Like, I have general knowledge of Word and Excel.
Yeah.
And
What's funny is I already wouldn't know where to put the application to try to do the thing.
all right, so
Yeah.
you come in to meet. We call you in for a meeting.
Yeah.
Rory, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I don't know how familiar you are with what we do here, but we do data gathering and processing, and it's
Yeah.
pretty basic word processing stuff.
Yeah.
And it's $35,000 base.
Before you go any further, I just have to upfront say that I was caught sleeping with various farm animals and uploading it to my website.
Okay. Well, we don't look at people's past. But if you did commit
I am
crime-
legally obligated to.
So we'd love to start you next week. There's a 2-week.
Not even.
Well, wait. Can I just say? Can you strike? I don't want to give you notes, but can we strike that idea from the thing? I don't think you go. I think
All right.
let's not play what. Let's not enter the cancellation
just lead
storyline.
with it.
Because where I'm going with this is a little somewhere different.
Yeah.
So we'd love to start you next week. There's a
Okay.
2-week training period. We can get you set up with HR. I just will need to take a look at your diploma.
Oh. Yeah.
Did you bring that with you?
I have it. I have one.
Okay. Well,
it's obviously not digital, which would be very convenient.
Right.
But I do have it framed in an attic.
Well, before you come in, we'd need to take a look at that and get that scanned for our records.
Now, I flew in for this interview. Does that need to be handed over?
And if you could get your college to forward your transcripts over as well.
My college doesn't exist anymore. That is like saying I need to see your birth certificate, and you are like, I don't even know where to start to look for that.
I hate this. I think this is, maybe you know what, maybe it was you. Some comedian has a really funny bit about your passport being, why do I have to carry around this little book? Do you know
Not me. Yeah.
I have to carry, like, if I lose this book, I can't come home. I can't. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I have to live here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to live wherever I am.
This little plastic book, like.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, Doug. You can always say. You're always welcome
Now
to chime in.
these callers, I just have a note for these callers. Now this caller is still on the line. He probably had a question.
Oh, interesting.
Now they're always like, "Hey, I'm Nathaniel. I'm from here. I like On Cinema. Rory, I like this and that."
Like that
They
part,
should just
though.
be like, "Hello, caller. Hi, Rory. What's your favorite ice
Good
cream?"
idea.
Or whatever. Just
Good
come
note.
in with it because you know what's going to happen.
Preamble,
It's
yeah.
going to happen.
But it should be Rory focused, is what you're
should be
ultimately
Rory
saying.
Not when you're
focused,
not when you're not here.
I would love if a caller just came in and they didn't say shit except their exact.
That's a
You
great
want
one.
to give cunt here a do over?
I have a great question for Rory.
Go ahead. Go
Don't
ahead,
even
cunt.
say that. Just ask
For
it.
Rory.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great point. The whole like I have a question.
Yeah.
Just say the question.
We know you do. Let's go.
I like it. Nice. I love that I get to have it.
Hey,
Here we go.
you
What
go.
happened
Hey,
with Robbie?
this is cunt from Harry Balls calling.
Yeah.
What is
by the
your
way,
inspiration?
by the way, I'm not a cunt.
By the
My
way-
name's Kent.
You
It's like,
asshole.
All right, Kent.
I'm Team Kent. Team Kent, just because the question is based.
Damn it.
Kent,
focus
what's
on
your
me.
question for Rory?
What happened with Robbie? Love the show. I love terrible basketball coaches. What happened to the show, Robbie?
Robbie, like all things in this entertainment industry, it's a fickle industry. But we made a show, and then COVID happened, and then we waited for Comedy Central to put it out. And in the meantime, Viacom fired all the people that were helping make the show. So then it just sat on a shelf. And then all the new people at Comedy Central said, if you want the show to come out, it's going to go out on YouTube.
Oh.
And that's when we knew that was the only way anyone would see it. And we also knew the birth would also be the death of getting to do the show
Yeah.
ever again. Sadly, a season 2, I think, would have been really good because season 1 kind of taught us what the show should be.
Oh.
But thanks for watching it.
Man, that sucks. But, you know,
It's on YouTube. Anyone
not
can
a
watch
lot
it
of
on
people
YouTube?
have
On YouTube,
started
and I
it.
believe, is Paramount Plus? That's the Viacom. Yeah, Paramount Plus and YouTube.
Cool.
I think it's true. There's
Better
if you're
than most
asking
people.
about where is this, the chances are you're not seeing
It
more
is
of.
in a grave.
Yeah. Because when we have something to put out,
Yeah.
oh boy, will you know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh boy, will you know.
Yeah.
We will be excited to tell. We're not hiding anything from
it doesn't mean
anybody.
it's canceled.
We need you to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's not canceled. Like Seinfeld wasn't canceled.
Oh my God. Where's that first open? Is that me?
Remember
I
this
have
one
a
from
sign
Awesome
off?
Show? It's AD
Yeah. Oh
from
yeah.
Space Horse Course to Course.
Great. All right, we've got 7 minutes left on this glorious show.
I want to hear a caller do my note.
Sign off,
All right.
real
Thanks,
quick.
Ken.
Yes,
Oh, real quick.
Let's
One
try
Real
this
quick
new
sign
format.
off for On Cinema.
Huh?
Piss down my throat. That should be the On Cinema sign off. That's it. Please piss down my throat.
Who says that?
Huh?
I mean, it could be
Have
a line.
you said
Pitching
that?
you.
Have
He's
you-
pitching you something.
That's a
then
good. He was
hung
saying
up.
that should be the
I
sign
did like
off.
that he hung up himself. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Oh.
Also, Doug, they could do
you
the
can't
old like, and
fire
I'll
me,
take
I
my
quit.
answer off the air.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
I want to hear him come in
C-SPAN.
with the question before it throws Tim off. If you say 2 words that aren't...
All right, let's try it.
Right,
Who do we got?
right.
Tim's going to go off.
He's going to go off in a
True.
tangent.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to help tee this one up. Okay, 919, you're on the air. I understand you need some advice.
Hello?
Immediate fail.
Drop it.
Alan?
live on the air?
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
my God.
All right, we're gonna try again.
Take
Alan,
it from the top.
Sit tight, Alan.
No,
okay?
no, hang on.
You
hang
hang
on.
on.
I just need some advice, guys.
Okay,
Need
let's
some
see.
advice
Here we
real
go.
quick. I'll get right into it. Waste no time, okay?
Nope.
So I just moved into a new apartment complex, right? Been trying to keep it real, been trying to keep it low key, but there's this guy, this neighbor of mine, who's been driving me crazy. And he's been staying up all night, having these crazy parties, these lavish get-togethers and all sorts of stuff, and it's been driving me nuts. And, everyone treats him like a king around here, you know? Like, he wears a crown and everything. This guy walks around, he's wearing all sorts of, jewelry and all sorts of stuff, and they play music when he leaves. I can't, there's nothing I can do about this guy. He's driving me nuts.
Uh-huh. Here's
And
the
so
problem.
I need some advice. What do I do?
Here's
What do
the
I do
problem
about
with
this guy?
giving advice. I don't know anything about this situation, really.
Yeah.
I know what he just said,
Yeah.
and I need to know way more.
You don't get 2 sides of this.
Because this guy, frankly,
But that-
seems like a pain in the ass.
That didn't sound true. He wears a crown? What's this guy talking
Yeah,
about?
is this a pun?
I thought he was leading up to a pun.
Yeah, it sounded like you're leading.
No, it's not. No.
He wears a crown.
Does he
don't know
wear a
much about
crown,
this
or is
guy.
it a metaphorical crown?
It's a real crown. They treat this guy like a king. He's like the king of the complex. They all say that. He has these big barbecues. He has these posters. He's like, I'm the king of the complex and all this stuff.
Do you live at Mar-a-Lago?
And, he makes it,
You might have moved into his kingdom, and therefore all you can do is either get on board or get out.
Yeah.
It sounds like he owns
I
the
guess
place.
so. And, so one night, I'll just give you an example. So one night, I got to get up for work. And this guy, he's been partying all night. And, so what do? I go over, right? I go over to this guy and I say, hey, can you keep it down, man? I get it. It's like a weekday. I got to get up in like 3 hours. You've been up all night. Like, I'm trying to be a nice neighbor here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what does he do? So what does he do? He calls the cops on me.
Oh, that sounds like Vic's neighbor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Smart move.
On me.
Smart.
This guy's a genius.
You're calling from the jail cell.
like,
Have you attended his barbecue?
and I swear, the cops go over to him. It's like they're swearing fealty to this guy.
Are you in
like
like
he's got his
paint the
sword out
picture?
and he's
Are you in
knighting
like a
these cops?
Are you in a some kind of development, like a neighborhood?
No.
All right. Well, where are you?
I'm not going to get too much into it, but my rent is under under $1,000, so it's not amazing.
But where are you in an apartment building? I don't understand.
What city are we in? Winston.
In
Salem,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh, you're in North Carolina.
I don't know. Where is this?
That's what he
You
said.
should start making TikTok videos. This is half the TikTok videos I see.
Yeah,
They're
get
like
some-
situations
you know
like
what?
this.
Get that grub before it's gone.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
that green before it goes.
Aren't the Chinese doing the TikTok? I can't get on that no more, right? Didn't Joe Biden ban that?
No, they're not
It's
banning
not
it.
yet.
banned.
Is that
Not
not
yet.
happening
You
yet?
got to get on there before they ban it.
I say kill your neighbor with kindness.
Hey!
With kindness.
Whoa! What kind of weapon is that?
Here's what we want
Go
you
to
to
his
do.
party.
By the way-
all that.
Kindness, huh?
Here's what I
Yes.
want you to do. Gather some evidence, get some video. I think it's a great idea. Get some
Create a
video, get
dossier.
it to us. We'll analyze it. We'll discuss
Yeah.
it next week. Because I can't handle all these details.
A lot of
Get us
stuff
a
we have to
dossier.
cover next week.
All right, one more call,
I
Matt,
say
and then we wrap.
if that guy's partying, you out party him. You show him.
No,
you
no.
drive. You find out when he's sleeping,
Fire with
and
fire.
then you party.
Huh?
You keep him up, and then you give him a taste of his own medicine.
Fire
Check
with
this
fire.
out. Turn the other
Then
cheek.
I'm
Fire
the
with
king.
fire.
Then I'm the king, right?
All right, closing
you're the
down the
king.
phone lines. We're wrapping the show up. Thank you very much for calling in and zooming in.
Oh.
This reminds me because this
come
morning
on.
I was waking up too early and I got this Beatles line in my head, and I couldn't figure it out because it doesn't. If you think about it too hard, it
Yeah.
stops making any sense. And it's the whole the love you make is equal to the love. Is it make then take or is it take then make?
Love you.
Get the-
Take.
It's take first is
And then
equal
make, I
to
think.
the love.
There is a hotliner who
That
wanted
would
to
make
talk
sense about
Beatles.
that.
You make. Let me get this guy's take on it real quick.
Woke up
I mean, I get what he's saying.
952, you're on the air to talk
It's the
Beatles.
love you give. But it would make more sense if the love you give instead of make. I hate the word.
Wasn't that technically not the last thing they recorded, but that was the last line that was ever released.
Yeah.
Maybe
the
not
love
in
you take
chronological
is
order.
equal to the love you make.
Right. So the love you take is equal to the love raka-dunga-dunk you made. And so what? What we obviously that's
also a Smash Mouth.
That is, of course, what they mean is the love you give, the love you put into the world, is equal to the love that you're going to get.
Yeah.
Which I get, but I don't like take and make. That's it. I don't like the words.
Is that true, though?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I mean,
well, it's something we should aspire towards.
Look at poor Matt here. He's
I'm
getting
giving
enough
love all day,
Getting enough
getting nothing back.
That's true.
952. What do you think?
Actually, it's not true. That's the whole thing. We flipped it on its head.
I just thought it sounded good.
What's your Beatles take?
Hey, Tim. This is Freddie from Minnesota.
Yeah, Freddie, what's up? That's where you take
Hey,
your special.
I just was wondering, what's your favorite Beatles album? Can you rank all 12 of them, or what's your favorite one?
Yeah, I can. What's the big deal? Of course. Do I have a favorite? Nah, dude. Nah.
Oh, it's true.
No, I don't do favorites, baby.
Sgt. Pepper is the
Sure,
favorite?
yeah. If that makes you sleep better at night, yeah, sure.
Right now, if you had to put a Beatles album on, what would you put on?
Guess what? I don't.
You don't?
I don't have to.
I've never heard of.
No, I don't have to.
refuse to listen.
I like these people that go, if you have to. I don't.
Yeah, gun to your head.
Gun to your head. There isn't. That situation is not going to happen.
That person's going to kill me anyway, so I'm not playing their game.
You're stuck on an island. You got to have
you're trapped on an
MP3 of
island.
one of them.
Tell me the conditions again.
You're stuck on an island, and you got an iPod and you can only have one.
Not happening. That situation's never. I'm not worried. I'm not clouding my brain with that scenario for hypothetical reasons.
Because you're scared. Why don't you just play along with the? It's a
Because you're
thought
scared of
experiment.
the real scenario that this might happen.
He's scared. He's scared.
It's definitely not happening.
Don't
He's too scared.
Well, gun to your head. You got to. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Get away.
Yeah.
It's like the politicians. They say, I don't do hypothetical questions.
Yeah.
Don't do them. What a great position to take.
Yeah.
It's no fun. Because the whole point is just it's a conversation starter.
Of course.
Yeah. It's to get you
Go
to
ahead,
stuff.
Doug.
What's one of your favorite Beatles songs?
What's your least favorite album?
What's one of my favorite Beatles songs? No Reply. That's
that
kind
a
of
song
funny.
title, or
That's
is
like an
that your
Abbott
answer?
Costello.
Yeah.
You set me up with that one.
Yeah. Just gun to your head. What's your favorite, absolute favorite John Lennon solo?
Oh no, I want you to set me up with the song called No Reply. So you say,
I don't
what's
know.
your
I don't know this setup.
Well,
What
it's
is
a
this
song.
from?
It's a song by the Beatles.
Oh, okay.
So you say what's your favorite Beatles song?
What is your favorite Beatles song?
No Reply.
You don't have anything you want to say.
No reply.
What is it?
No reply.
Look, if you don't want to answer the question, say you don't answer the question. But to
I
act
told
like
you once before when you came to my door.
But to,
no reply.
But to act like this is childish. Is
All
that
right.
your?
I love that song.
Is the Beatles? Is that your absolute favorite? Is it a known thing?
A
I should
whole hell
know
of a lot more than Tool.
They're not as good. This is our battle. This is our beef. Who's better, Tool or the Beatles?
Tim, ask me what my eighth favorite Beatles
What's
song.
your eighth favorite Beatles song?
Number 9.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, if I said 9th, you would have known the. You know what I mean? I had
I
to throw
hear
you
you.
off by one number.
I like that formula.
All right, I could keep going, but I have to stop the show. I have to stop the show at some point because we have to move on with our lives, right?
Are we doing the rec center? Is that happening?
The rec
Did
center.
we say that, or-
Tim, thanks.
Thank you, buddy. Yes. Do you have something to recommend? It could be a movie. It could be. Do we ever tell anybody about it?
I did give. It was.
Okay.
I'm not great at like following things, but
Yeah.
good lord. Oh,
We can come back to you if,
Come
Matt,
back to
if
me,
people
come
have
back to
stuff
me.
loaded up.
I should have had one loaded and ready.
Matt, you have anything?
Well, this is a late one. It was from last year again, but the What Had Happened Was podcast that Open Mike Eagle hosts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Former guest. The last season was him and Questlove talking about the entire Roots career.
Neat.
It was very good. Open Mike Eagle is a great podcast host.
How deep do they go in the Fallon world?
Well, you'll find out. Vic?
Not really.
Oh, good. I I like. I was going to recommend a website, allmusic.com. If you've ever heard of the Allmusic guy,
Yes, I used to go on that
But I've been obsessed with it for like 25 years or whatever. But like nowadays, there's ads all over. It's flooded with ads. You can't use it. But if you pay $10 for a year or whatever, it'll get rid of all the ads, and you can use it like a normal website again. So I've been doing
allmusic.com Pro.
You can read all the reviews of discography.
Yo, can you go first? I really don't have anything.
Oh my God!
The only thing
I've just been entertaining my parents all week.
Right.
That's right.
Well, first of all, I'd recommend last week's episode with Pauline Loosenhop. If you didn't check that, Doug's mom, this was all-timer. She was on fucking fire.
Ringo Starr.
And I was sleep deprived, so I was out of my mind. And it was a great show. But I'll say, I watched the Truman Capote show. Did I recommend that already?
You mentioned Truman Capote.
I think
but you
so.
didn't say it.
Yes, but I think
you did.
I did. Okay,
Oh,
that was
maybe
all I
not.
really watched. And then Mayday air disasters on YouTube. It's all this.
Oh no, we didn't get Feud yet. Feud, right?
Feud is. I thought it was very well done. I liked the guy that played this Truman Capote was unbelievable, and it's very well. Good, nice little juicy soap opera kind of show. And yes, Mayday air disasters on YouTube. Learn about these horrifying things that scare the shit out of me. Rory, did you come up with anything?
I've got two. One, I really like the band Nation of Language. If you haven't heard them, it's a fun listen.
Never heard of them.
Got an 80s sound, but it's a modern band, newer-ish band. And then the other thing is, if it's still touring, I don't know, but I took my kid to see Peter Pan Goes Wrong, the play.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
It was the first time I've gone to a play where I felt the jealousy that I wanted to be up there in the play.
Cool.
I don't mind watching plays, but I seldom necessarily feel drawn to be like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
This was so funny, and it looked like it was so fun to do. I was like, I wish I was in this, getting to play these jokes.
I remember seeing that. I saw it when I was in New York. I saw that. I think it was on Broadway, right?
Yeah.
And so now it's touring around.
Yeah,
and the kids would like it.
Kids get it's great for adults and kids. Like the humor is like right down the middle of just like
I love it. Very
super
wholesome.
smart, very fun.
Your special, I would recommend. I don't know if it's going to go in the rec center. That feels a little like disingenuous of us.
A little too on the
nose. But what a great time having you in. It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
This is so fun.
A natural fit. Definitely coming back at some point, I hope. And thank you all. We'll see you up in Portland at the Aladdin Saturday and Sunday night. And then the schedule is going to get a little wacky on the show because I'm back in Toronto, but we're going to keep doing stuff remotely here and there. We'll keep at it, of course. Going forward, you'll be notified. Patreon.com/officeHoursLive. Rory's special is on Cinemax. It's on Max. And Doug, anything?
Yeah, I'm going to recommend my friend's music.
I'm sorry.
Warren Tin. He's called Warren Tin.
Warren.
And
You
I think
can
we should
buy
get
it
him
on
the show.
iTunes,
He's good.
Amazon.com.
He's got some new tunes out. Check him out. Look at
All
him.
right. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Let's go, girls.
Boom boom, I'm not doing to the carcass. We are only frozen in inside. Only just a bigger, it's just a bigger than. I won't mind me. In a carcass.
By the way.
Look at Bieber ready in less than 10 minutes. It's Justin Bieber time.
By the way.
You like red wine? I've got red wine. Yes, red wine. I've got red wine. Yes, I'm gonna show you my balls.
Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there?
Still dead. If you're a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts.
I'm friends with George Bush.
Long neck at 20 to 8 the fucking morning. Get that up. Up, yes, you fucking cunts. Low-life cunts, you fucking dogs.
These guys are slobs who don't even try. They don't make the effort to dress up. Corn.
I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly.